Jones gets the ball. He's opposed by Sean Minaya. Coverage on 93.7 The Fan starts at noon with the North Shore Tavern leadoff show. Headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet. For more, check out 937thefan.com.
Live and local sports news on the weekends? Imagine that. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, Pittsburgh's hometown sports station.
So they decide, Brandon Lau just turned on one. Way gone. Brandon Lau. Bam, bam. Sends home run number 25 soaring into the night at PNC Park. 9-0 Pirates. This toward the line in left field. Long run. Ewing can't get there. Skips past him. Henry Davis going to be waved home by Beasley. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is not going to get him. Head first slide. It's 5-0 Pirates. The double for Mangum. Little tapper off the mound, Stock, and he wants to throw to first. He will get the out there on a lob to first baseman Jared Young, and on the play the run scores. RBI for Gonzalez. Ball and a fair ball past third. This will score 2. Ronnie Simon, little stutter step around first, realizes he's able to get to second with a double, and it's 3-0 Pirates. 2-2. Kirby Yates for the Pirates with a 2-2 pitch on its way. Ground ball right side. Nice sliding stop. Nick Gonzalez to his feet, on to first. Raise the Jolly Roger. Pirates defeat the Mets, shut them out. Snap their 4-game losing streak. Back in the win column, the Buccos.
Just when they thought I was out. No, just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in, sort of. You know, it's wins like last night. And I had said all week, like, I'm out on the Buccos. I think let's tip our cap to them. They got us to about almost to the end of the second week of Steelers training camp to keep us engaged. But it's over. Let's focus on the football season. And a win like last night makes you think, are they still capable of rattling off 4, 5, 6 in a row? We're going to find out more today, obviously. But it's not like they won last night, 9-7. Or even like a low-scoring one-run ball game against a bad Mets team, 3-2 or 4-3, something along those lines. BTA. And they have a chance to take 2 of 3 today, win a series at home against a bad team. And if they're able to do that, okay. Maybe keep us engaged a little bit longer. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, good morning to you. A happy Sunday morning, August 9th. 2026. Jack Hillgrove with you for the next few hours. It's been a minute since I have been able to come on the air and speak to you fine people this morning on a Sunday morning. Happy to do so. I do work here. I know what my role is, and I don't pretend like I'm something I'm not at this station. So happy to be along the ride with you this morning. Phone lines open for you at 412-928-9370. Sean Myers tried to rudely interrupt the beginning of my program this morning. I heard him. But Sean's here. Good morning.
Hello. By the way, I didn't listen, but I heard just terrible reviews from Josh Roundtree's show when he filled in for you.
Really?
Just miserable showing by him, I heard.
Wow. I'm shocked. I love Josh.
I'm completely unshocked by that. It's par for the course.
So, I guess my last show would have been, let's look at a calendar here. I believe it was it would have been a Thursday because I didn't do last Sunday. I'll explain why I didn't do last Sunday in a moment. July 30th? No, I didn't do that one either because the Steelers were at camp and I was away. 2 Sundays ago. Did I do the 26th? I think I did the 26th. I think it's definitely been at least 2 weeks since I've been on the air. Did not do last Sunday morning. I was in Philadelphia. My best friend since I was 8 years old got married to his now lovely wife, who is from the Philadelphia area. And they got married in Philly last Saturday. And it was a joyous time. I got bombed. I have no problem admitting that to the masses that listen to this station. When your best friend of almost 20 years marries the love of his life and says, I want you to be a part of my special day and be in my wedding, which I was. Yeah, I'm going to get pretty turned up, as the kids like to say at the reception.
More so than post-Donnie football?
No,
You made some headlines at that
I did.
wedding.
I did. In the best way possible, I think.
Yeah, they weren't negative headlines.
No, I've had people come up to me in public that listen to this station and say, wow, man, you were double fisting rum and cokes at Donnie Football's wedding. And I'm like, yeah, I was, because he's my very dear friend and I enjoy him and now his wife, Sarah. So I had a fun time.
Nicholas Callis had a fun time that day and night as well.
He was sweaty that day.
Well, there's a lot of days where he's sweaty, to be honest. He was getting after it, though, so it's understandable.
Yeah, I think I was a little bit... Actually, no.
You single-handedly lifted Callis into the air that night, I believe.
No, I watched Callis get lifted into the air and said I don't want any part of it. No, I was definitely worse off at Donnie's wedding because my girlfriend had to drive the entire way back to Pittsburgh from Johnstown. I had slept the whole time.
But you didn't stay over that night.
No, I'm sorry, Sunday morning.
Okay.
I said that night.
Yes,
we definitely did stay over. She had to drive the whole way home the next day. I drove the whole way back to Philadelphia on Sunday. Totally fine.
Well, wait till you get that turnpike toll fee from that, probably.
Yeah, we used her Easy Pass.
Yeah. I think it's a solid $50+ each way. It's kind of ridiculous how expensive it is to drive across the state.
How much is it costing my company to drive the turnpike every day to Latrobe for Steelers camp?
You getting off the Greensboro, Irwin?
Like the Monroeville, and you bear left, and you get on, and there's like the Ohio and Harrisburg split. That's where I get on.
It's probably not too. I mean, every day it does that.
I get off
sure.
at the what exit is that? Where it says St. Vincent College is like 17 miles, 66, 30.
Yeah, I mean, I would be getting off at the Irwin exit and just going down 30.
That's what I do.
Gotcha.
Those are your neck of the woods.
A little bit, yeah. It's not the most expensive, but every single year the turnpike tolls go up. So
yeah,
there's nothing cheap anymore when it comes to driving on the turnpike.
No,
even if it's just a few exits.
Yeah, I was a lot more tired an hour ago, about hour and a half ago when I woke up than I am now. I'm juiced up and ready to roll. Admittedly, after the night practice, I was at Sharky's with some of the esteemed Steelers media last night. Did you see the video of me in the golf simulator last night, Sean?
So, this is bad. I should have clicked on it. I did not. I simply saw that there was a video of you, and I didn't know that it was from last night. So this was at Sharky's that you...
Yeah.
Okay. Did Pony and Mahler partake in that when they were there?
I don't know.
I was at Sharky's less than a month ago, and I was actually impressed. They got a lot, like they have that outdoor part, the pier, I think it's called. I did not venture out there, but I saw that, yeah, they had a lot of games there and whatnot. It's a nice spot.
The beer's cold, and their bar food is usually really good.
Not 40 wings for you, though?
Yeah, see, here's the deal.
Did Pony fail at that?
I think so.
I was reading the show notes, and it didn't seem like he finished it from what I deduced.
Here's the deal with chicken wings, and I was actually talking to Jeff Hathorn about this the day that they were there, Pony and Muller were there. What was that, Thursday?
I think they were there Friday. I'm almost certain it was
all the days run together up there.
They're making their rounds.
I could probably give you, if you give me 30 minutes, I could probably down 16, 20, 22 chicken wings. but I'm not going to feel like hosting a 4-hour show afterwards or in the middle of it or like doing something afterwards. The sweet spot for chicken wings, if it's one of those things where you're going out for wings with your buddies and you're watching a game and you're hanging out for a few hours, it's 10 to 12 wings. If you get a dozen wings, a couple of good sauces, you can down them great. They're going to taste good, and you can still like function and have a few beers and not like want to go home and fall asleep afterwards. How did that come up with him trying to eat 40 wings?
It's pony, right? I mean, come on now. It's not the most egregious thing that he's tried to do. I will say, from what I heard, because I produced the Pomp and Joe show, the rarely Pomp and sometimes Joe show.
Pomp is on the cardboard cutout this morning.
Yes,
in the
he is.
video
He's
stream.
looking good. He was in here yesterday, and then I saw he was up at camp last night, or not at camp, I guess.
Yeah,
at
he was
Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, he was doing live hits with Charlie Batch in the KDKA News. They interviewed young Dan Rooney. Watched that take place.
Who's more excited to work with the other? Pomp to work with Charlie Batch, or Charlie Batch to work with Pomp?
I might have to say it's Charlie Batch to work with Pomp. I watched Chris Hoke talk to the esteemed Craig McConnell, the EP of sports at KDKA TV, and Hokie was fired up and ready to roll for his contributions to the KDKA Steelers coverage, pregame, postgame, and ready to roll. I think those guys, the Batches, the Hokes, the former athletes of the world, they're ready to roll with Pomp.
I think if I'm correct, Pomp is going to be with Starkey at Pitt Camp on Monday, where the young Hoke is now suiting him up. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
So that'll be cool for Pomp to see. Is it Lincoln? I think his name is. NA grad.
You know who else went to NA and was an unbelievable boys volleyball player? Is Jeremy Tooman's son.
Yes. Well, his daughter was even better.
At volleyball?
Mia, I believe her name was. I think she ended up playing at Ohio State.
Okay. Canyon played at Penn State, which Penn State for volleyball, both men's and women's, is really good. But he literally looked like he could play tackle at the Division I level and could have a 30-inch. I mean, he was like 6'6", probably 240, 250, and had like a 40-inch vertical. And played
kind of like
blocker,
you, to be honest.
And was actually, you know what? At one point, I did have like a 35-inch vertical in high school.
35 inches?
30 to 35 inches, somewhere around that. Yeah. We took jumping classes.
Okay, first off, I'm jealous because I always wanted, to be forced into improving my vertical.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like when you play...
Because people were like, oh, I wear the weighted shoes and stuff like that. And I never did that, but I feel like I could have added significantly to my vertical.
Yeah, we wore like the weights, and you do box jumps, a lot of squats. I probably put 8 to 10 inches on my vertical jump in a calendar year. And then that went away. I mean, if I'm lucky now, I could jump barely high in the air. No, but I remember being able to, I don't want to sound like I'm some elite athlete. I was never able to dunk a basketball. But a volleyball.
I feel like you should have been able to if you were getting up that high.
No, I could, on like a 9-foot rim, I could dunk a men's basketball. On a good day, I could get pretty close with a girls' basketball because I could get closer to palm it. But with a volleyball, it's a lot smaller. I could definitely palm it. I could dunk a volleyball on a 10-foot hoop.
I've dunked a basketball before, but it's been many moons ago.
Yeah, you're a tall guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I had the same issue, though, where I could not easily palm a men's ball. There was tacky ones that I could palm, but I couldn't two-handed. I couldn't. You have to get up significantly higher to two-handed.
I have Kenny Pickett hands. I couldn't. Speaking of that guy, did you see he is now Kenny One Glove? Did you watch the game on Thursday?
I did not, but I know that he was one of 2 former Pitt quarterbacks to play in that game.
Yeah, I did not have being able to watch Keaton Slovis and Kenny Pickett play against each other in a football game on my bingo card, but that did happen. I'll tell you what, and I'm going to get into my Steelers camp through the first 2 weeks, positives and negatives individually. I've seen all but, when did I leave for Philly? Thursday, Friday. I've seen all but 3 practices. I've been up there every other day since. So we'll get into that in the next hour. But watching that Hall of Fame game, Carson Beck might be a dude. A lot of poise, and I understand that it's the Hall of Fame game, and maybe a lot of times a lot of guys are going through the motions out there, especially when you get into the second and third quarter and you're playing against a bunch of guys that are going to get cut. Like, it's not the best tape. And we know, as Steelers fans, not to put a whole lot of stock into preseason tape because of 2023. Preseason Pickett in 2023 made a lot of us believe that he was going to be a top 5 quarterback in the league that year, and that didn't happen. So we know not to put a whole lot of stock into preseason tape. But I'll tell you what, for a rookie, and the way I look at the quarterback position in the NFL now is this, because you have a lot of guys that come out of college and go to the NFL at quarterback that have been in college for 4, 5, 6 years, that play for a couple of different schools. Carson Beck had a lot of collegiate starts under his belt entering the National Football League for a couple of schools. Miami. And, oh my God, where did he go beforehand? Why am I drawing a blank?
Clemson, right?
No.
Georgia.
Thank you.
Yes, that's what, Georgia.
2 pretty big schools.
And I think when he was at Georgia, people thought he had a chance to be 1-1. Like, he was very highly touted, and his last year at Georgia wasn't great. And it was kind of, he had to salvage his draft stock by going and playing that year at Miami and coming so close to winning a title.
Yeah, he had over 11,000 collegiate passing yards in 5 seasons. Did it at Georgia. National champion, right? I believe at one point he was a national champion winner at Georgia. Almost won a national championship at Miami. Like, a lot of college starts. More often than not these days, you've got quarterbacks coming out of college ready for the NFL with similar, I don't want to say resumes because Carson Beck's collegiate resume was pretty damn good, similar starts, similar amount of experience. And the one thing you look at, and the biggest box you can check, you should check for somebody with a Carson Beck-like collegiate resume as they enter the NFL is, do they look calm, cool, and collected? Do they look like they belong there? And Carson Beck, in my mind, in that game, did not look like a deer in headlights, did not look like he had no idea what he was doing out there, and looked confident every time the ball was snapped into his hands. Is he the most athletic guy in the world? No. Is his arm the best in the world? No. But a lot of that stuff can be taught. And in a system like, Mike LaFleur is going to instill in Arizona, might be the right fit for a guy like Carson Beck. I think he could be, I'm not going to sit here and give you a hot take and post it on Twitter with the fans logo. I'm not going to give you a hot take that Carson Beck's going to be a top 5 quarterback in the league, but Carson Beck might provide some stability and consistency to that position in Arizona. I was impressed. And I'm going to be looking for similar mannerisms, similar instances in preseason game number 1 on Thursday from the 2 young guys with the Steelers. Will Howard and Drew Aller. Will Howard, a lot of college starts with a couple of different schools and a national championship sandwiched in there. Drew Aller, a lot of college starts, almost got his team to a national championship. Do they look like they've started a lot of games in college? That's step number 1 for both of those guys. Both those guys have had ups and downs at St. Vincent, and we'll talk about those coming up later on in the show. I'll give you my who looks good, who needs some work coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. And if you know me, I'm taking your phone calls at 412-928-9370. A little bit all over the place in segment number 1. That's okay. We usually are.
That's
Usually try to find our footing
on this show, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like almost a pre-show. You know,
Yeah.
the 5:40 pre-show, you got to get the juices flowing a little bit at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning. And that's the thing. It's like, I know my audience. I know my audience isn't probably going to be up at 7 a.m. driving around. You know, Paul from Washington's going to get his Sunday in and probably call in some point in the 8 o'clock
He
hour.
called in 2 consecutive shows in 2 hours yesterday. Of
course he did.
did the Panthers Insider at 8, and then he did Bucko Talk with Mackey, I think, at the 9 o'clock hour.
Actually, Paul might not call in because he's probably in the front row at Austin's wiffle ball tournament in Vermont.
Oh,
cheering
yeah.
him on. I'll tell you what, for as much as people get on Austin for playing in that wiffle ball league and doing that as a young adult,
Rightfully so.
I've seen photos from up there. You've seen what they're doing.
No, but they go to like a mini Fenway, don't they?
It's pretty cool. I mean, the inner kid in me, it's like, man, I wish I was able to do that. But like, I have a job and bills to pay and obligations, and I'm not
I've partially funded that trip the last couple years. They do like, I don't know, is it like a raffle? Something along
part
those
of it
lines.
the March Madness pool that he does too. I think
I did not do that,
I did that.
which is regrettable because I went Michigan across the board, so might have had a chance there. But yeah, he did something else like a raffle that I put some money towards, and I'm hoping that he's going to let me know if I win because I think that drawing should be pretty soon. But yeah, it's a good thing. He raises money for good causes, I believe, in doing that as well.
Okay.
And he gets to talk even more about wiffle ball, which is a dream come true.
Yeah,
for Austin.
he's gonna talk about that a lot. When does he come back? Tuesday?
Yeah, I believe it's Tuesday because I know I'm in tomorrow when the guys go to Pitt.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't spend a lot of time in the first segment on Tuesday talking about it, especially if they win. What is it, like double elimination, round robin? How's it work up there? You don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. We could get him on the show right now.
That's
Give him a call.
That's okay. You know who we can get on the show, though, is you at 412-928-9370. Getting a little off the rails in the first segment, but we always are, so we apologize. Actually, we don't. Deal with it. 9-0, a winner last night. Bubba Chandler. I do want to get into Bubba Chandler coming up next. And, you know, a lot of the takes that I have on the Pirates at this particular moment, with them being 58-61 and really a little bit more on the outside looking in at the National League wildcard picture, a lot of that is immediate future based. But it's tough to talk about the immediate future because, like, they're not going to play baseball next year. Or at least not even come anywhere close to something that resembles like an actual baseball season. But I do want to talk about Bubba Chandler, what he has done, not just last night, perhaps his best start of the year, but what he's done in the last like dozen starts that make me optimistic for what Bubba Chandler can accomplish in his Pirates future and put up 9 runs against a bad baseball team. Like, if you want to make the playoffs, if you want to be a team that is in the National League wildcard picture, winning a game 9-0 over a team 17 games below 500 is something that needs to happen, especially at home. So I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they had an opportunity to put themselves in a spot to potentially win a series today. But if they're going to win a series today with Jared Jones on the mound, they've got to win, in my mind, in similar fashion. BTA, belt to ass, against a bad New York Mets team that sold off a lot of their guys at the deadline. For me to really believe that there is some shred of hope that the Pirates can make the wild card playoffs, the playoffs and the wild card picture, they've got to win today and win the series today in similar fashion to how they won last night. No doubter, they had them all the way, and there was no doubt about it. Lanny for Terry, Bob Prince. It's got to be something like that. Do you still believe? 412-928-9370. Fan Twitter brought to you by South Hills Chrysler, Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 19 in Peters Township. And the fan text line brought to you by Edgar Snyder and Associates, personal injury law firm. They always say there's never a fee unless we get money for you. My name's Jack Hillgrove. I actually work here. It's a Sunday morning right here on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Now, fan headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
Sean Myers with your fan headlines. The Pirates indeed were dominant last night, 9-0 over the New York Mets. Bubba Chandler was sterling. He earned the victory going 6 scoreless, allowing just 3 hits while striking out 5. Jake Mangum had 3 of the hits for the Buccos. The Pirates, 3 games under 500, look to get closer to 500 today as they play the Mets once again at PNC Park. 1:35 the first pitch. Our coverage on 93.7 The Fan and on the free Odyssey app starts at noon. It's presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. Headlines are powered by Bowser Chevrolet. For more, check out 937thefan.com.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Get the latest on Pittsburgh sports from anywhere with the Odyssey app. Listen to shows and Pirate games live. Check out our exclusive interviews and content anytime. Download the Odyssey app now and never miss a minute. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
On your job site, downtime isn't just an inconvenience, it's a deal breaker. You need equipment that works as hard as you do and a partner who has your back. Experience the new Case difference at Case Power and Equipment of Pennsylvania. Proudly named the 2025 Case Dealer of the Year. Whether you are looking for the latest iron or need expert service to keep your fleet in the dirt, their pros are ready. With thousands of parts in stock, they're here to ensure you're always running at peak efficiency. Case Power and Equipment of Pennsylvania. Because with Case Construction, together, we won't back down.
Steelers training camp is back in Latrobe, and it's time to reach for the great taste of Miller Lite. Stop by Tosa Distributing, Lincoln Avenue, and look for special training camp displays featuring Miller Lite 30-pack cans, along with all of your other favorite Miller Lite packages all season long. Miller Lite is an official beer partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The choices you make after you've been seriously injured in an accident matter, especially who you choose to help you through your legal battles. If you're sick, you want the right doctor. When you need legal help, you should have the right lawyer. For more than 40 years, Edgar Snyder & Associates has helped injured people. They've gotten over $2 billion for their clients. Getting in touch with them is easy, and the call is free. Call them at 1-800-94-EDGAR or visit www.edgarsnyder.com. And remember, there's never a fee unless they get money for you.
Pittsburgh, are you ready to relive the magic? Almost Queen. A tribute to Queen is taking the stage at Rivers Casino on Friday, September 18th. Experience the look, the power, and all the legendary hits all in one place. From Bohemian Rhapsody to Another One Bites the Dust, you'll be dancing all night long. Visit riverscasino.com for tickets and don't miss Almost Queen, a tribute to Queen, live. We'll see you there.
Attention, have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-358-6868. That's 800-358-6868. Again, 800-358-6868.
Help Pittsburgh students start the school year ready to succeed. Donate a new or gently used backpack to support the Pittsburgh Public Schools Backpack Drive at Donaldson's Crossroads Shopping Center. Join the fan on Friday, August 14th from 1 to 2 p.m. and bring a new backpack while you're there for Kids Fest, a fun afternoon for the whole family. Can't make the event? No problem. You can drop off your backpack donation at Donaldson's Crossroads during the 2 weeks leading up to the 14th. Stop by and give back. Together, we can help local students head back to school with confidence. Donaldson's Crossroads, a Zamias Properties entity.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
Live from the Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios, North Huntington and North Hills. We're here so you don't miss a thing.
I'm turning it up.
Live and local on the weekends. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Pittsburgh's hometown sports station.
Mark, a.k.a. Sports Sharp, one of the proud YouTube rocks in the chat. Jack up, kicking ass, pounding a Celsius, too much hustling for me, going back and enjoying my day of sleeping in. First of all, thanks for rubbing it in. We just bought a new, because Maddie and I have a king-size bed, we just bought a new comforter the other night. Just wanted to shake things up a little bit. We had a Home Goods gift card from my birthday, like last year, Christmas, something like long ago.
That's how you know you're getting old, my friend.
Oh, I know. So we were like, let's go buy a new comforter. This thing is like the perfect balance of like soft and like weighted just enough where you don't feel hot underneath it. Just unbelievably comfortable. Getting out of bed this morning, and again, I was at Sharky's last night with Alan Saunders, Nick Faribaugh, Chris Carter till about 12:30, and then I had to drive like an hour back to Robinson. Definitely should have came home and got better sleep. But I'm good now. I'm ready to roll. Fired up about the Buccos winning last night. Fired up about the Steelers and what I've seen so far at camp. We're going to talk about all that this morning.
Who was the star of that gathering at Sharky's?
I'll tell you what, Carter can play some darts.
Yeah?
Yeah. Earlier in the night, Smitty was with us, Zachary Smith, Brendan Howe from Steelers Now, Brooke Pryor and Brian Batko, the Batconian Mongoose.
Oh, yeah. He and I go way back.
Yep. And Mike DeFabo was with us, but he was making his rounds because he's, the local
Latrobe
legend up there.
Greater Latrobe.
Yeah. Tell you what, there's a video of me out there circulating. I may or may not have tweeted it myself because the swing was a little too buttery, in my opinion, not to tweet it. In the golf simulator they have at Sharky's, and this driver that they had in the front was like very old Strata. I was carrying it like 250, 255.
Can Saunders swing it at all?
I don't know.
He can swing a hockey stick.
He and I
play deck hockey against him.
Okay. He and I were bringing up the rear in the dart game last night. Faribaugh and Carter were...
Fair game.
Yeah. Carter could play some darts. We had a good time. Anyway, I don't even know where I was going with all that.
You slept well. Or you didn't sleep enough,
long story short,
well.
we've got a new comforter, and it made it really hard to get out of bed this morning. But Mark says he'll be back for that perfect parlay. Today's the day. You're damn right today's the day. We're hitting a same-game parlay before it's all said and done. We've got a finite amount of Sundays left. We've got to hit a Sunday same-game parlay. Today might be the day. We'll make it happen. 412-928-9370. Vince and Weirton's on the Fan. Vince, always good to talk to you, my friend.
Hey, good morning, Jack. And just wanted to call and make sure you and your dad stop by the tailgates and go 1A this year for the upcoming Pitt season. You're always welcome.
It's going to happen. We've got to get ready to roll for Miami of Ohio. I saw Cam Sadler, Vince, tweet like a couple of weeks ago out of nowhere. He's like, hey, guys, I'm a little worried about Miami of Ohio. I don't know if I'm worried about Miami of Ohio week 1, but I just saw that on Twitter, and I was like, what the hell? But, what is it? Miami of Ohio, Bucknell, and UCF early at home?
We got a smoking hot schedule this year.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised to see we've got Georgia Tech on the schedule, but I think that Mendoza's brother's going to be the starter for that team. So we got a couple marquee games to maybe look at some future talent.
Yeah, I saw like a CBS.
What's the vibe? What's the Pitt vibe this year? You picking up anything?
I've heard out of camp that Mason Heinschel looks really good, like the improvements that you want to see. Here's my take on Pitt football, Vince. I think the defense will be good enough. I think they're going to be able to run the football because I'm a huge fan of Ja'Kirian Turner. The guy that they got, and his name escapes me, from I think Western Kentucky, a little bit of a bruiser running back, I think will spell Turner in a really nice way. And the one guy that didn't play last year because he was hurt was a freshman, Sinquan Smith, who I think gets into the rotation a little bit this year as well. I think they're going to be able to run the football. I think the offensive line will allow them to run the football. My biggest concern is who the hell is Heinschel throwing the football to?
Yeah, my little shallow receiver. How's the O-line? We got any returning veterans coming back for the O-line?
Ryan Baer, who I think has a chance to be a first-round pick out at right tackle. Lavelle Wright was the guy that I was thinking of, 5'11", 215, the transfer from Western Kentucky. No, I think Ryan Baer is going to pretty much be the leader of that offensive line. And then some guys that got some experience in the last couple of years, like B.J. Williams is back at guard. Ryan Coretta saw some time at center. He'll probably be your starting center this year. I think the line's going to be good. I think the trenches, especially on the defensive line, too, are going to be solid. Again, my biggest concern, Vince, is who the hell is Heinzel throwing the football to, especially at wide receiver. I know Blue Hicks got into a little bit of trouble legally a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how that's going to shake out at the start of the season. And then behind him, who's there? They've got another transfer from the Cade Bell School of Football in Western Carolina. Is that going to translate to ACC football at receiver? I just don't have a lot of confidence that they have a lot of depth at that position and really talent at that position, too, to make me feel like, this team could potentially win 9 or 10 games, which is a shame because, like you said earlier, sarcastically, I would assume the schedule stinks. If they were a little bit more talented offensively, I might pick them to win 10 games. But I just don't have confidence in their ability to move the football down the field at length with explosiveness because they lack at wide receiver, I think, big time.
Amen, brother. Well, listen, you guys come on over and looking forward to another year of college football. And thanks again for all the great insights.
Yeah, absolutely, Vince. Thanks for the call. We'll get out there for the marquee matchup at noon against the Bison of Bucknell. A lot of people from this area that strive to be play-by-play broadcasters full-time. Don't a lot of people from around here do ESPN Plus broadcasts for Bucknell?
I know a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is Bucknell?
Is it Lewisburg? It's a little bit past Penn State. It is not a quick trek, I will tell you that much. Those people are very dedicated.
Yeah, Lewisburg.
To the craft.
Directions.
Yeah, one of my colleagues does the women's
your location.
basketball
I'm not going to.
For the Bison.
Foster Plaza. I can say that out loud. That's public information.
I mean, Pony's already given out the address.
That is a good point. 209 miles from Green Tree, 3 hours and 22 minutes. It is, it's literally dead smack in the middle of the state. It is just north of Selinsgrove. What do you know about Selinsgrove? Selinsgrove?
I think it's Selinsgrove, but every time.
All right, dude. Get off my back.
I know, I'm sorry. They have some pretty
it's near Williamsport. It's near Little League World Series territory. Okay.
Greg Schiano, Jay Wright, Christy Mathewson.
Okay. The other thing I didn't realize about Philadelphia until I went there is the amount of major institutions that are just all next to each other in the city.
Yeah, there's the 6 colleges or whatever. They all play at the Palestra, or they did.
Pitt's playing at the Palestra this year, aren't they?
Against Penn State?
Yeah.
Yeah, Penn State's been having a game there every year for a little while. Do you know Les Moonves, by the way?
Who?
You're not familiar with him?
No.
He was the big wig at CBS for a long, long time.
And by big wig, you mean talent or executive?
He was the president and CEO of CBS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shame on me.
He's a Bucknell guy.
Okay. You know who's a Waynesburg guy?
Jack Hillgrove?
Mason Miller.
Oh. Where does he rank among famous Waynesburgers?
Number 1.
Where's Callis rank?
Number last.
Well, not quite last.
No. I can think of another recent Waynesburg University graduate that's
below him on the
absolutely.
notable.
Let's look at Waynesburg University's notable alumni.
Donnie's got to be quickly rising that list.
I'm not kidding. There's a couple. Donnie might be top 5. Okay, now I'm optimistic because there is a sub-article on Wikipedia for main list of Waynesburg University alumni. Don Herman played in the NFL from 1969 to 1977, went to Waynesburg College. It says Lanny Ferteri's an alum. That's false. He taught there. Lanny went to Ithaca. People might roll their eyes at Mason Miller, but he does have a degree from the university, so he counts, and he's on this article. No Donnie Chedrick, which is a shame.
Yet.
He should be on here already. Yeah, this list is not great. Albert Baird Cummins, the 18th governor of Iowa.
Oh, yeah. 1867 grad.
Yeah. You might have... Well, he was born in 1850, so he actually graduated before 1867. Yeah, this list is not good. I just don't know a lot of these folks. Mason Miller is definitely number one.
Well, I'm looking at the Waynesburg University website, and most of these people, I'm not exaggerating, graduated in the 1800s.
Yeah, John F. Wiley, who the stadium's named after, played for the Steelers. He's probably up there. Yeah, Waynesburg's notable alumni. Mason Miller's probably number one, and it's not really close. Okay. 93.7 The Fan, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA, Whammo 107.3. They're all partnering to support Pittsburgh public school students for the school year by providing stuffed backpacks for the Pittsburgh for PPS Back to School event presented by Target Freight Management. You can support by purchasing backpacks or dropping off backpacks on August 12th, that's my birthday, from 12 to 1 at Target Freight Management across from the Castle Tavern, 6360 Library Road in South Park, or on August 14th from 1 to 2 p.m. at Donaldson's Crossroads, 4004 Washington Road, McMurray. For more, visit 937thefan.com, brought to you by Rugby Realty and Pittsburgh Regional Transit. Get back to the phones when we come back at 412-928-9370. Had a Pitt football call. Always appreciate those. But as it pertains to the Buccos, did they do enough last night that keep any shred of hope in your mind that the wild card is still a legitimate possibility? I'm out. I'm very out on this team being a playoff team. I'm done. The last 10 days have put the proverbial nail in the coffin for me. But as I said at the beginning of the show, and I'll say it again, games like last night keep me somewhat intrigued and interested. Not just for the fact that the box score reflected what it reflected, but a guy like Bubba Chandler doing what he did and continuing to improve at this stage in the season. I'm still like 90% out, 92% out. But there's like an 8 to 10% part of me that's like, maybe. Did last night do enough for you? 412-928-9370. We'll get back to the phones when we come back on a Sunday morning right here with somebody who actually works here, Jack Hillgrove on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Now, Fan Headlines, powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
Sean Myers bringing you Fan Headlines. Dominance last night from the Pirates in a 9-0 win against the New York Mets at PNC. Bubba Chandler was really good. 6 innings, gave up just 3 hits, no runs, obviously, and he struck out 5. Nick Gonzalez drove in 3 in the victory. Pirates and Mets will run it back today. 1:35, the first pitch in this one. Jared Jones and Sean Manaea is the matchup. Coverage on 93.7 The Fan begins at noon with the North Shore Tavern leadoff show. Headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet. For more, 937thefan.com.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Julian Gray Associates has the most certified elder law attorneys of any law firm in the nation right here in Pittsburgh. They also have experienced social workers so that you can prepare a plan to age with dignity that you can afford. Visit grayelderlaw.com.
If you dread dealing with your insurance company more than you dread build-it-yourself furniture, that came in 47 different pieces.
Why do I have 6 extra screws?
with extremely vague instructions.
What are these? Hieroglyphics?
Then you might have Insuranoia. And if you have Insuranoia, then you should get NJM. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
For over 50 years, the Jim Shorkey Auto Group has been built on trust and family values. At Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi in North Huntington, that tradition continues with great service and great deals. We have your perfect Mitsubishi, and with a 10-year limited warranty, 2 years of free paid maintenance, and 5 years of unlimited roadside assistance, you'll drive with Mitsubishi confidence.
Your deal.
Your way.
What a great day.
At Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi, North Huntington. Call 724-995-3658 for warranty details.
Dick's House of Sport is excited to join the community, Greensburg, and invite you to our grand opening house party August 7th through August 9th at the Westmoreland Mall. Get ready for can't-miss appearances, giveaways, and more all weekend long. We're more than a store, featuring a rock wall, hit tracks multi-sport cage, golf hitting bays, and a collector's clubhouse. Plus, shop the best brands and over 2,000 shoe styles, all in one place. Discover Dick's House of Sport at the Westmoreland Mall, August 7th through August 9th.
84 Lumber has been building America for 70 years. Whether you're a homeowner starting your first project or a pro on the job, 84 Lumber offers the kind of personalized expertise you won't find in a big box store. They're more than just lumber. From windows and doors to siding, trim, and decking, 84 Lumber has the materials you need to get it done right. With 14 locations across Pittsburgh, there's one near you. Visit 84lumber.com to find your store. 84 Lumber, your hometown building partner for 70 years.
Slot fans, the wait is over. Lightning Link is available online for the first time ever on DraftKings Casino. Not only does DraftKings Casino have the iconic slot, it's your home of Lightning Link. New casino players get 1,000 spins, including 500 Lightning Link spins. Play $5 to unlock 50 spins a day at varying values for your first 20 days. Strike now to claim your offer. Download the DraftKings Casino app and sign up with code THEFAN. Then spin Lightning Link high stakes anywhere, anytime. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 or older. Physically present in Pennsylvania only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Non-withdrawable spins issued as 50 spins per day for 20 days. Valid select games only and expire each day after 24 hours. Spins value vary. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends August 23rd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
Here's Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan's Fan About Town. Family-owned Plaza Azteca in Greensburg is now open for authentic Mexican food and ice-cold drinks. Visit Plaza Azteca next to Westmoreland Mall in Greensburg. See the world's top youth baseball players compete at the Printscape Pony League World Series, August 7th through the 12th at historic Lou Hayes Pony Field in Washington Park. It's a week full of incredible plays, home runs, and unforgettable moments. Plan your trip today at GoWashco.com. Stay in the heart of Pittsburgh at the Landing Hotel at Rivers Casino. Located steps away from Acrisure Stadium, PNC Park, and the nightlife of the North Shore, they're the perfect spot for your entertainment needs. Visit thelandinghotelpgh.com to book your stay today. For more information, visit 937thefan.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts gets you back to savings. Pick up select Royal Purple fuel system additives. Buy one, get one free. Plus receive 4 times O Rewards points.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Text us on the Edgar Snyder and Associates text line at 412-928-9370. Edgar Snyder and Associates reminds you to text responsibly. 93.7 The Fan is cleared by aquickdrain.com. We're talking all things Pittsburgh sports all weekend.
You're doing it all weekend too?
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, Pittsburgh's hometown sports station.
Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, little Saturday Night Lights recap from Latrobe. Let's see what goodies Jeff Hathorn stowed away in the sound bites folder. See what we can listen to.
The Hawk. It's been a big name this weekend on these airwaves.
Jeff's an unbelievable human being. He might be he's easily my favorite person in Pittsburgh sports media. Favorite human being in Pittsburgh sports media. And I think a lot of people in Pittsburgh sports media would also say Jeff Hathorn is their favorite human being in the media as well.
Works long days, I can say that much. He hosted the early morning show because Crowley is taken ill.
Yes, well.
And then he ended up, within like an hour or so, we did a hit on the Pomp and Joe show from Latrobe with Ray.
Yeah.
And Jeff was already there.
Oh, yeah. We were walking up to we'd been walking up to practice. And I was walking with Jeff, and he yelled, "Hello, Carl." And you could hear it come through the air.
Yeah. So he hosted for, that show's like not just 4 hours, it's almost 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
When you factor in the
I was asked
pre-show.
I was asked to host it, and I turned it down because I needed to get up there for the head coach to speak. And Jeff, in a perfect world, should have been too, but Jeff said, "I got it." Kind of made me feel bad about myself. I told Jeff the next time if it happens, we'll come in and we'll do it together, which would be fun. But I did feel bad turning down the morning show.
He's one of those guys that says yes to just about everything.
Yeah, and that's why he's unbelievable.
He's not going to get sleep.
That's why he's a great man. A fantastic man. So coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, we'll go through the night practice, some things that stand out, some things that I think stand out both in a good way, individually, a good way and a bad way from what I've seen so far at training camp. And then your Steelers calls at 412-928-9370 in the next hour as well. Just your overall vibe on this team heading into 2026. Where do you think this team is the strongest? Where do you think this team, we might be saying about this team week 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, man. If they had this, why can't they do that? For the last few years, it's been, why don't they have just at least one more wide receiver? On paper, they've got that now, but that other wide receiver, a.k.a. Michael Pittman, was looked at last night by the training staff, and his practice time, especially in the latter half of practice, was limited. Something to monitor for sure. But my training camp positives and negatives individually, we'll go through them. Spoiler alert, we'll do that at the top of the hour. Both rookies from Iowa we will highlight. In a good way or a bad way, you'll have to find out in the next segment. But both rookies from Iowa, Jennings Dunner, the offensive lineman, Caden Weechin, the return specialist, we will single out in the next segment. Fan weather brought to you by Secure Money Advisors. Looking to retire soon? Let Secure Money Advisors get your retirement on track. Sunny and humid today. High of 86. First ballot, well, not first ballot, should be Hall of Famer Hines Ward. Pirates who have
could not find an 86. Sometimes 86. It's kind of, they give like the numbers that I'm assuming are worn in spring training. Because I think it said maybe G1 Bay or there was a couple guys mentioned. But
not the 1986 Pirates roster.
Yeah, that's not going to help. Was Bonds on the 86 team?
Yeah, I thought his rookie year was 85, wasn't it?
Is that right? I don't know. Take your word for it. You're the Pirates beat writer.
No, I am not. Never mind. See, this is one thing. I do like this website, but it takes forever to scroll.
86 was Bond's first season. So he was a rookie that year.
According to this website, no Pirate in the history of the Pirates has worn number 86. Lasting Millage wore 85. And Rick White wore number 88 in 2005. Miguel Yajure, remember him?
I do. I don't remember Rick White.
I don't either. It was probably a spring training bum. This is pretty updated, though. 97's got Ron Marinaccio, Meatball Ron.
He's somewhere else now, too, right? Where did he?
Did he get linked up somewhere else?
I believe so. What a tenure he had in
the
Pittsburgh.
Reds. Good for him. It's kind of sucks. You have to pitch for 3 teams in a season.
Better than no teams, I guess.
He's wearing number 97 in Cincinnati. What if he throws a couple of scoreless frames against the Pirates again at some point?
He was not the addition that I think they were hoping he would be.
No, but you know who's been okay are the other guys they got at the deadline. Old man Kirby Yates.
Yeah.
Lake Bacher.
You know all about his story?
Who? Kirby Yates?
No.
Lake Bacher?
Yeah.
Can't say that I do.
Would you like me to fill you in?
I would love for you to fill me in.
He is into ghost hunting.
Oh, I did see this. I saw Callis say something about it.
Of course, yes.
Callis
also into ghost hunting.
Callis claims he was possessed by a ghost.
Yes, and he says that very casually. He's like, "Oh, I was possessed." Do you want to add more to that? I kind of believe that Callis does think that.
You ever have any encounters of what you think are paranormal?
No, I definitely have not been possessed.
I have one that I can think of. We have an aunt and uncle that live in Austin, Texas. And there's a hotel.
Okay.
Oh, the Driscoll Hotel. Yeah, this is exactly where it is.
It always goes back to hotel.
Yeah, so the Driscoll Hotel opened in 1886. It's haunted by cattle baron founder Jesse Driscoll. And there's like, see, okay, here we go. The Colonel Jesse Driscoll, Samantha Houston, a 4-year-old girl, said to have fallen to her death on the grand stairs. See, anything haunted by like children freaks me out. Like that is nuts. The room 525 bride, said to be haunted by a jilted socialite who took her own life, claims she roams the hallway with shopping bags or a weapon.
Do you know about
and then
the
who else?
Stories in Conneaut?
Yes. We have a family lake house there. Of course I do.
I was at a wedding that Brian Batko and I were in.
Was it the hotel?
Yes.
Okay.
And so I heard the stories. I think there's a different story for each of the 3 floors. One involved a child or like a teenager. One was like a woman who got married and there was something happened on her wedding day or whatever. So yeah, I don't believe that stuff, but it's fun to have little stories that go with it and make you wonder.
Yeah.
This all came up because I think in Milwaukee, there's a haunted hotel called the Pfister.
Okay.
That Bacher was wanting to explore, I believe.
Oh. Like on the Pirates road trip?
I guess. Or maybe he had already been there with the Marlins. I'm not exactly sure what the situation is, but he has equipment that he purchased for this endeavor.
That's crazy. No, but so the Driscoll Hotel, we ate lunch there with my aunt and uncle, 15 years ago when we were visiting them and visiting Austin. And it's nothing crazy, but I did have a encounter. I was at the urinal relieving myself and I felt the sensation of somebody just walking behind me. I didn't hear footsteps, but I could just feel
sense it.
Yeah, it felt like somebody was walking behind me and I turned around and nobody was there.
I'm not going to say anything.
I mean, nothing too crazy. You don't believe me?
No, I was going to say, I hope you finished your business before you turned around.
Oh, yeah, I think I did. I don't remember that being an issue. All right. Well, on that note,
I think it's a self-fulfilling thing where if you believe okay, I just watched a ghost movie, for instance, and then you're by yourself, in a dark house.
Oh, I totally could have psyched myself into it because, of course, my aunt and uncle were like, "Oh yeah, this place is haunted," and really hyping it up. So I totally psychologically could have.
You do. Your senses pick up on every little creak or whatever. If you're I've felt that before.
Yeah, but
never to the point where I'm like, oh man, this is real. But
I know people. I know people who have claimed to physically see human beings that are deceased as apparitions or ghosts. I have never once had that sort of encounter, nor do I have a lot of faith in the people that say that they've done that.
I don't know if it was Starkey or someone else asked, or maybe outright just stated that Ghost would be afraid of humans. Does that make sense?
You ever watch Ghost Adventures?
Like, are the ghosts fully embracing their role?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So they're not just going through their regular day's routine and all of a sudden a human comes and interrupts it?
No.
Okay. Their mission is to haunt people and mess with people.
That's maybe. Not always, but it feels like that most of the time. You know what I'm about to do? 412-928-9370. You ever have an encounter with anything paranormal or a ghost? I want to hear about it. 412-928-9370. But more importantly, we're going to get into the Steelers when we come back. Camp's 2 weeks through. They've got 2 weeks left. Pros and cons, yays and nays, positives and negatives individually from Steelers training camp through the eyes of yours truly. We'll get into that next. It's a Sunday morning with yours truly, Jack Hillgrove. I actually work here on 93.7 The Fan.
HD1 Pittsburgh, an Odyssey Sports Station, live from the Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios, North Huntington and North Hills. Always live and free on the Odyssey app. 93.7 The Fan, The Fan Morning Show with Doran Dickerson and Adam Crowley.
I went to the Pony League World Series 2 years ago. It's great baseball.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to see that.
We'll go.
Fine.
We'll tailgate it.
Yeah.
At beautiful Wild Things Park.
That's where it's at?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, it's not.
Have you actually been there then? If you've just been there 2 years ago, how would you not know what field it's on?
I don't know. He knows now.
I didn't go.
There it is.
The Fan Morning Show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. You listen to them every day. Now you can watch them too on the Fan video stream powered by Bowser. Catch your favorite 93.7 The Fan hosts live on the Fan video stream. Just hit up 937thefan.com. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. It's the season to break out the clubs. Practice your swing, then look for the 19th hole. Golf season is here, and Going Low is back. Join Chris Muller every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Going Low. Powered by Bowser Chevrolet. Chris will talk national golf news, meet with local golf pros, and visit courses throughout the summer. The Going Low Show is brought to you by Moon Golf Club, Lynch Golf Club at Pine Creek, Conley Resort and Golf Club, and Suncrest Golf and Grill. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppables beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains August 7th through the 13th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Visit the North Shore Tavern located on Federal Street right across from PNC Park for Pittsburgh's most memorable meal. Enjoy an array of delicious apps, entrees, homemade soups, desserts, cocktails, and of course, delicious steaks and seafood served on a sizzling lava stone. The vast menu changes weekly, offering something for every taste bud. Why not let their staff pamper you while you host a family or work event? The North Shore Tavern, a stone's throw away from PNC Park and Pittsburgh's home for steak on a stone.
Many times, a person hires a law firm after an injury without doing research. It can be a big mistake or not. Sometimes, after you have hired a certain lawyer, you realize you made a certain mistake. But guess what? Just because you hire them doesn't mean you can't fire them. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you think you've hired the wrong firm, you may have. So do this. Google Morgan & Morgan results or visit forthepeople.com for cases just like yours. You may find that our full-service injury firm should have been your choice in the first place. Last year, almost 12,000 people discharged their law firm and hired us after further research. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com today and let's get started. Or call Pound Law on your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Morgan & Morgan, 603 Stanwyck Street, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania lawyer will handle Pennsylvania cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your hometown building partner since 1956, 84 Lumber. Visit 84lumber.com.
Did you know the average person keeps the same bank account for 19 years? 19 years ago, you still had a flip phone. That was just a phone. If you're still banking like you did when you parallel parked with just your eyes and a prayer, it's time for a change. Upgrade to Citizens, where how you bank changes with you. With our enhanced mobile app, you can track your credit score and talk to our chat assistant, Sizzy. Make sense of your money with Citizens. Learn more at citizensbank.com/made-ready. Member FDIC.
Shopping for replacement windows? Metropolitan Window Company elevates your shopping experience.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you'll experience personalized knowledge, expertise, and professionalism from our first visit to your home until our craftsmen complete your installation.
We're the window company that people want in their homes, and our exclusive Infinity by Marvin 100% fiberglass windows are the windows people love.
They're built for life. They are the strongest, longest lasting windows you can buy.
And we have a great selection of colors and finishes. Experience Metropolitan Window Company. Stop by our showrooms, visit us at metropolitanwindows.com, or give us a call at
412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
At Bobby Rahal Motor Car Company in Wexford and Mercedes-Benz of Pittsburgh on Baum Boulevard, the 2027 models are arriving, and they need to clear out the 26 inventory. During a year-end sales event August 13th through the 22nd, every new in-stock 26 Mercedes-Benz is tagged with its best price of the year. Take advantage of the model year-end change. It's absolutely the best time to buy. But don't wait. These offers will not be replicated. Visit Bobby Rahal Motor Car Company in Wexford or Mercedes-Benz of Pittsburgh on Baum Boulevard, August 13th through the 22nd.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, it's Brew. Between my radio show, filming content, editing videos, and trying to stay connected with family, reliable Wi-Fi isn't really optional anymore. I just need it to work. That's why I like that with Xfinity, you get the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi with the best equipment at one price for 5 years, guaranteed. No contracts or commitments. Plus, Xfinity makes getting connected simple with same-day Wi-Fi so you can get online in minutes. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that.
Now, fan headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
With your fan headlines, it's Sean Myers. The Pirates won 9-0 at home against the New York Mets on Saturday. Bubba Chandler earned the victory. He went 6 scoreless, striking out 5. Jake Mangum, 3 hits. Nick Gonzalez, 3 RBIs. Pirates and Mets again today, 1:35. Jared Jones opposes Sean Manaea in the pitching matchup. Our coverage on 93.7 The Fan and the free Odyssey app begins at noon. It's presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. Headlines are powered by Bowser Chevrolet. For more, visit 937thefan.com.
Live and local, even on the weekends.
Let's go!
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, Pittsburgh's hometown sports station.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, good morning to you. Happy Sunday morning. Jack Hillgrove. I actually work here on 93.7 The Fan. With you until 10 o'clock, taking you up till FanDuel's More Ways to Win, and then it's Bucko coverage, series finale 135. Pirates and Mets. Jared Jones against Sean Manaea. Jones 2-3 with a 402. Ura, Mania 3-5 with a 433. Got to win today to keep any shred of hope alive. And we'll get into the Pirates and kind of preview today's matchup and look ahead to maybe, how feasible things might be for them to make the wild card with their upcoming schedule. We'll do that in the next hour. But I open the phone lines at 412-928-9370 to the Steelers. Training camp highs and lows. Any bites on that? No. Also open the phone line to, if you've got any experiences with anything paranormal. 412-928-9370. And lo and behold, a couple of fine folks up this morning listening to our fine radio station. They've got ghost stories they want to tell us. So we're going to start with Two Beers, who wants to tell a ghost story. Hello, Two Beers.
Hey, good morning, Jack.
Good morning.
Hey, I'll try to keep it short. A couple years ago, I was putting cameras up in the woods to just see.
I already don't like the start of this.
Well, anyways, I just put a camera up probably about 15 feet in the woods from this field that I was in, and I stepped out of the field and I saw another hunter coming towards me, and he was an older gentleman, and he was wearing, do you know those old Woolrich hunting jackets that are really like the red and black instead of what you should be wearing, like the orange?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, well, he started walking towards me and talking, and so I was right in front of where my camera was, but I was out in the field, and he came over and started chatting with me about all the things that were like in the area in the past where there used to be a small town and how he had been in it. And I knew this town hadn't been there for 100 years, okay? So we had a pretty good chat, and he was just telling me different things about the area. And then he left, and he started walking down the field, and he went around the corner, and I said to myself, I got to take all these pictures off the camera because I just want deer and that. And I had a card reader with me, so I plugged it into the camera, and there's only pictures of me on it. And I'm standing there with my arms folded. Dude. I'm standing there with my hips on my hands on my hips, and it just kind of surprised the heck out of me because it's a pretty big field of view, and this gentleman was not in it at all, and he was probably 5 or 6 feet away from me. So I just kind of shook my head and said, okay, what are you going to do?
Oh, man, thanks for the call. That give you a little bit of chills.
Two Beers. Wonder if he had more than that many that day, though.
Let's go to Joan in South Park. Hello, Joan.
Yeah, hey, hello. I was 13 when this happened to me. My girlfriend came over on Thanksgiving evening. Once we had dinner and everything, we went in, got in our pajamas, went into our bedroom. She brought over a Ouija board.
No, those things
you know
suck.
How girls are at that age. Oh, who am I going to marry? And, these stupid questions. Well, the little icon or whatever you call it would not move. And according to everybody you talk to, you move it. So, wouldn't budge. So finally my girlfriend says, oh, you're a fake. You're stupid. You're this and you're that. So finally I said, well, who are you? Well, we expected it to spell out devil or Satan. But it didn't. It spelled out another word that means devil or Satan, and I can't for the life of me remember what the word was. Can you think what it would be? It's spelling this word out, and we're like, Janice. Finally.
Well, they say that the one that if you're doing a Ouija board that's bad is ZOZO. If it keeps going back and forth, that's what I've always heard.
Yeah, it spelled out the name that means devil. So anyhow, we turn, it spells out, go to the window and look up at the stars. We're two stupid girls. We're not going to spell that. We're not going to say that. I says to Kathleen, well, go over and look. She says, oh, no, you go look. I says, yes. We folded it up. We put the board away. And the lamp across the room falls off the table. I'm shaking just telling you this. My mother comes running out. She says, what the hell's going on out here? Put that board away and turn out the light. I says, Mom, please, let's just leave the light on and we'll go to sleep. So the next morning she comes out and she says, what was going on last night? And we told her. She says, don't ever play with one of those again. I expected my mother to say, "Oh, it's so ridiculous. Don't even talk about that." That scared me even more.
Oh.
I never, ever, ever touched a Ouija board again.
Good for you. I don't think I've ever used a Ouija board, Joan. Thanks for the call. I think I goofed up by opening up this bag of this box of worms.
Box.
Yeah. Does Steve want to talk about ghosts?
I think he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Steve sound like a nice man?
He doesn't seem possessed at the moment.
We're going to find out. Hello, Steve.
Hey, what's up, Jack? I met you at the 5 Alarm Marathon in Robinson.
Okay.
I had the case of poolside beer.
Oh, yeah. Now that's why I discovered the poolside. Very, very good beer.
Right. Yes. I'm actually a ghost hunter.
Hell yeah.
I'm leaving a paranormal convention in Ohio. I'm on my way back home.
Now, Steve, if you're a ghost hunter and you listen to this radio station, we might have to hook you up with their new relief pitcher, Lake Balker. See if you guys can go ghost hunting together.
Yes, my brother just told me about it on Friday that he loves paranormal. I would love to investigate with him. I'm going to go follow him on Instagram. But we've been to the Conjuring house, like the movie The Conjuring. We've been to the real one twice. We've been all over, pretty much the United States. And I have seen numerous ghostly figures, been in cemeteries all night, seen numerous ghostly figures, but it's real. It's a good time. It's an adrenaline rush. It's for people to have, quirks like us. We're always called goofy and stuff like that. But my story is, my sister passed away whenever I was 15, back in 1995, and a couple of days after her funeral, she was there in my bedroom, and my middle name is Scott, and she was like, "Scott, next time I see you, I'm taking you with me," and she vanished.
Man. Wow, that's crazy. Steve, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. And I do remember meeting Steve at the 5 Alarm in Robinson. So good to talk to you again. Fan Twitter brought to you by South Hills Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Route 19 in Peters Township. I think we need to be done with the ghost calls. I'm getting scared. Was this next person also?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we might have to be done.
You're afraid that if you keep it up, the ghosts
dude,
will
I'm
come
getting
for you.
freaked out. Ouija boards and guys talking to hunters in the woods that aren't actually there.
That was a good story. So there's like an old retired penitentiary in West Virginia that I know a lot of people have gone down to.
Moundsville.
I've not done
Is it the Moundsville one? That's in our coverage area in the valley.
Have you been?
It's like an event center now. Like they have like expos and home shows and stuff there.
But do they still like let people do like the haunted?
I don't know if that's the one that's haunted though.
Okay. I haven't gone to wherever this place is. I know it's in West Virginia. That would be something that I don't believe in the ghosts, but I still would not want to.
Oh, no, it is the Moundsville one.
I still would feel very uncomfortable doing something like that.
Yeah, I would too. The one that freaked me out, and we're done after this, I swear. The one that freaked me out, the worst episode of Ghost Adventures, the one I had the worst. I used to watch that show a ton growing up. The episode where they went like to Italy, and it was like the last like standing like place on like an island where they sent people with the Black Plague to essentially die, and they like wore like the long horn masks and like went to because they would send everybody with the Black Plague there to get them away from wherever and send them there to die. And it's supposed to be haunted by a bunch of people that had the Black Plague in like the 1300s. That one was very unsettling.
You would not want to visit that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, back to sports next. We need to get back on track. Text line brought to you by Edgar Snyder and Associates, personal injury law firm. They always say there's never a fee unless we get money for you. And I'm sure the text line's filled with what the hell are we talking about this morning? I've got 3, maybe 4 people on both sides of the list. People that stood out to me, players that stood out to me in a both good way and bad way. I could probably stretch to 4. We'll do 4 each. Good stuff from Steelers training camp, bad stuff from Steelers training camp. We'll get into some positive and negative performers coming up next. And the spoiler that I disclosed in the last hour, I'll do it before our next segment. Both rookies from Iowa, Jennings Dunker and Caden Weechin, are going to be on this list. Are they going to stand out in a good way or a bad way? You'll find out next on a Sunday morning right here on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. My name's Jack Hillgrove, and I work here. Actually, swear.
Now, fan headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
Sean Myers bringing you fan headlines. The Pirates snapped their skid last night courtesy of a 9-0 blowout win against the New York Mets. Bubba Chandler earned the victory, 6 scoreless for him. The Pirates offense boosted by Jake Mangum with his 3-for-5 performance and Nick Gonzalez, who had 3 runs batted in. Buccos now 58-61, host the Mets again today at 1:35. Our coverage on 93.7 The Fan starts at noon. It's presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. Headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet. For more headlines, check out 937thefan.com.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Get the latest on Pittsburgh sports from anywhere with the Odyssey app. Listen to shows and Pirate Games live. Check out our exclusive interviews and content anytime. Download the Odyssey app now and never miss a minute. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains August 7th through the 13th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
On your job site, downtime isn't just an inconvenience, it's a deal breaker. You need equipment that works as hard as you do and a partner who has your back. Experience the new Case difference at Case Power and Equipment of Pennsylvania. Proudly named the 2025 Case Dealer of the Year. Whether you are looking for the latest iron or need expert service to keep your fleet in the dirt, their pros are ready. With thousands of parts in stock, they're here to ensure you're always running at peak efficiency. Case Power and Equipment of Pennsylvania. Because with Case Construction, together, we won't back down. Help Pittsburgh students start the school year ready to succeed. Donate a new or gently used backpack to support the Pittsburgh Public Schools Backpack Drive at Donaldson's Crossroads Shopping Center. Join the Fan on Friday, August 14th from 1 to 2 p.m. and bring a new backpack while you're there for Kids Fest. A fun afternoon for the whole family. Can't make the event? No problem. You can drop off your backpack donation at Donaldson's Crossroads during the 2 weeks leading up to the 14th. Stop by and give back. Together, we can help local students head back to school with confidence. Donaldson's Crossroads, a Zamias Properties entity.
Pittsburgh, are you ready to relive the magic? Almost Queen. A tribute to Queen is taking the stage at Rivers Casino on Friday, September 18th. Experience the look, the power, and all the legendary hits all in one place. From Bohemian Rhapsody to Another One Bites the Dust, you'll be dancing all night long. Visit riverscasino.com for tickets and don't miss Almost Queen, a tribute to Queen, live. We'll see you there.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
84 Lumber is partnered with Anderson Windows and Doors to bring a brand new showroom to Mount Lebanon. From homeowners to industry pros, everyone can see, touch, and interact with various series of Anderson windows and a wide variety of doors to make the most informed decision for their build. 84 Lumber experts are on site to demonstrate product features, answer your questions, and even schedule a visit to the job site for measuring and installation. Your budget matters and flexible financing options are available. Call today to schedule a personal consultation at 570-507-8015.
A large one-topping pizza for $5 from Speedy Cafe? Yeah, you're not cooking tonight. Save time and money. Stop by Speedy Cafe for a $5 large one-topping pizza. Valid through 8/25/2026. Plus tax where applicable. 2026 7-Eleven Inc. All rights reserved.
Slot fans, the wait is over. Lightning Link is available online for the first time ever on DraftKings Casino. Not only does DraftKings Casino have the iconic slot, it's your home of Lightning Link. New casino players get 1,000 spins, including 500 Lightning Link spins. Play $5 to unlock 50 spins a day at varying values for your first 20 days. Strike now to claim your offer. Download the DraftKings Casino app and sign up with code THEFAN. Then spin Lightning Link high stakes anywhere, anytime. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 or older. Physically present in Pennsylvania only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Non-withdrawable spins issued as 50 spins per day for 20 days. Valid select games only and expire each day after 24 hours. Spins value vary. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends August 23rd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
Join the Fan of the American Cancer Society for Coaches vs. Cancer Tip-Off Pittsburgh. That's Wednesday, September 9th at PPG Winter Garden. This year, we're honoring former Duquesne basketball coach Keith Dambrot and his wife Donna for their incredible leadership on and off the court. Co-hosted by the men's and women's coaches from Duquesne, Robert Morris, and Pitt, it's an evening dedicated to coming together and making a real difference against cancer. Get your tickets today. Visit 937thefan.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Live from the ShoreKeyMitsubishi.com studios, North Huntington and North Hills. 93.7 The Fan is cleared by AQuickDrain.com. If it matters in Pittsburgh sports, we're talking about it. Even on the weekend. That's cool. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, Pittsburgh's hometown sports station.
Join the PM team on their final leg of the training camp tour. Dino's August 11th. That is Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday, August 11th. Grab an ice-cold Miller Lite. Wings, great wings with Pony Muller and Donnie Football as they broadcast live from 2 to 6 at Dino's in Latrobe. Training camp coverage presented by Smale Kia, Route 30 in Greensburg. Jack Hillgrove, I actually work here with you for about another hour and a half. Sean Myers is here as well. He works here too. Sean.
Jack.
How you doing?
Good. I heard Donnie is getting a hero's welcome all throughout Westmoreland County.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It's a shame that the Dino's location in Greensburg is no more because that is
Jay Leno's fault, right?
Do we think that's what happened? Because he stayed at that hotel right there and fell down the hill, and then Dino's
presumably because he was haunted by ghosts.
Yeah, good callback. Why did Jay Leno stay at that hotel?
And why was he trying to walk down the steep hillside?
I don't know.
He was performing, I believe, at the Palace Cedar.
Okay.
So
one of my buddies from college did a pretty good Jay Leno impression. I
was
can't
never
do
a
it
Jay
justice.
Leno. I was a Letterman guy.
Yeah, see, growing up, I don't really watch late night TV anymore. I guess because the station that I no longer work at full time is an NBC affiliate. I watched mostly Fallon. but
you don't watch Seth Meyers, my namesake?
Oh, actually, if I used to stay late enough at work, he would come on.
Do you know about how I got my nickname?
Yeah, Joe.
But do you know why?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Joe is not great with remembering people's names, right? He has nicknames, ridiculous nicknames for everybody. He calls like 10 different people horse. But the first day that I worked with him, he had no idea who I was, understandably. And Ron Cook was off at the time. He, for whatever reason, just was not in that day.
You're a pathetic person. You know that?
And so it was the day that Franco Harris passed away. And a lot of people wanted to pay tribute and share their memories. One of whom reached out to Ron and said, I would love to be on your show and tell a Franco Harris story.
Okay.
That was Seth Meyers. So, as you know, he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
He's from here, Fox Chapel, right?
I don't know. I know he has ties to Pittsburgh through his family. I don't know if he actually lived here or not. But either way, he ended up talking to Ron, saying, I want to go on the show. Ron then gave him the number, so he called in, and I answered, and I said, 93.7 The Fan. He said, this is Seth Meyers. I want to talk about Franco Harris. I said, Seth, I'm Sean Myers. Everyone mistakenly calls me Seth. It happens all the time. And then when I put him on the air, Starkey was completely perplexed that I, Sean Myers, was producing, and Seth Meyers had called in, and he was like, Seth, my producer's name is Sean Myers, and I keep calling him Seth Meyers. I get him confused. And so ever since, he's called me, Sean, don't call me Seth Meyers. And Seth was a good sport about it. We had a nice little chuckle. It was a good time, good memories.
Congratulations.
Yes. He even told Joe that he and I, Seth and I, were long yearning to collaborate together, and that was our opportunity that day. So It was a good start. My first impression with Joe Starkey.
There you have it. All right. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Now you always know.
So, Steelers training camp, 2 weeks in the books. They practiced beginning July 29th. And they've got Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday. First preseason game is Thursday against the Packers. They're off Friday, practice Saturday, and then off Sunday, practice Monday. So really, I said 2 weeks left. This is the final full week of camp in Latrobe. I've seen all but like 2 practices. I've got some individual standouts, good and not so good. Sean, which category should I start with first?
So you always start with the negative.
Yeah.
And then you finish on a high note.
Okay. I will start by saying I have been impressed individually a bunch of different ways, a lot more than I've been not impressed individually, disappointed individually, if you will. So the not so good that I'm going to start with isn't necessarily because this person is looking like crap out there. I'm listing Deshaun Elliott here right now, not because, again, he hasn't played well. We've seen Deshaun Elliott so far in training camp on what's seemingly a little bit of a pitch count. And Mike McCarthy alluded to this last week in one of his pre-practice chats, which is something to get used to, mind you. Mike Tomlin for 20 years talked after practice every day at Latrobe at training camp. Mike McCarthy is a pre-practice guy these days. So that's been a little bit difficult to get used to.
Can you follow up after a practice if there's something notable, like an injury or something, or do you have to wait until the next day?
Got to wait till the next day.
That's a little bit
And
of a
Mike
bummer.
McCarthy was asked about was it Ihonachor? It was Ihonachor's ailment on Friday. And McCarthy said, yeah, he'll probably be out till Monday. And then when McCarthy was asked what it was, he said, I know we're new here. I know we don't do that. I would prefer you ask them. Straight from the horse's mouth, straight from the coach's mouth. Deshaun Elliott obviously had a very catastrophic injury last year, and McCarthy, had mentioned that he might be on a little bit of a pitch count to start camp. And it's not, I'm listing him here on the not so good column to start because I I am most excited about this secondary because I think that both Jaquan Brisker and Deshaun Elliott complement each other and can complement each other incredibly, incredibly well. You know, we asked Deshaun about Brisker a few days ago. He's fired up because, and I believe the exact quote was, it's like another me out there. Vocal, causing havoc, and talking nonstop. And I've noticed that out of the former Gateway Gator. So I just wish at this point in training camp we saw a lot more of Deshaun Elliott and Jaquan Brisker in that secondary. It's been a little bit of a pitch count rotational thing. Last night, Brisker did not practice, so it was Elliott and Robert Spears-Jennings. And Robert Spears-Jennings is one of my good ones to start. This is a guy I admittedly didn't know a whole lot about when the Steelers drafted him out of Oklahoma, and he has been given every opportunity to prove himself and has taken advantage of it big time. I mean, you think back to the last defensive back they took in the 7th round out of Oklahoma, and the fact that we've got 2 of those in the last, 5-6 years is a funny, peculiar instance, coincidence. Trey Norwood, if we remember him, saw some time. Robert Spears-Jennings is going to be a better player than Trey Norwood was. And they still have question marks depth-wise at safety. Behind Elliott and Brisker, Rayshawn Jenkins is a guy that fills that void. Spears-Jennings, a guy that could potentially fill in a backup role. Sebastian Castro might have a chance at making this team. The depth at safety worries me, but seeing Robert Spears-Jennings play the way he has all around the football, interceptions in camp, positive sign indeed. Back to the not so good. I had mentioned that the rookies from Iowa would be mentioned here. They're both going to be in the not so good. I'll start with Jennings Dunker. The book on Jennings Dunker coming out of college, tackle at Iowa, guard in the NFL, and the thing that we all heard, the narrative about Jennings Dunker coming out of Iowa was, for whatever reason, the way Iowa plays offense, their tackles translate to good guards in the NFL. And I think a lot of us, I don't want to say we're fooled, but I think maybe expecting Jennings Dunker to right away look like he can transition from tackle in college to guard in the NFL, no problem. He's going to have a little bit of work to do. D lineman, O lineman, one-on-ones, giving up a lot of ground almost instantaneously to a lot of second and third team defensive linemen. And again, I'm intrigued. Standing very close to him last night, watching him sign autographs. I mean, he is a very, very large man and large up top. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. He was a hay baling champion. He's just got his work cut out for him. I'm not completely concerned with Jennings Dunker, but there's going to be a little bit of, Jabari Evans, especially, and James Campen, the offensive line coaches, they've got to take extra special care of him. And honestly, Jabari Evans was almost a Hall of Famer. Aaron Rodgers said he probably should be a Hall of Famer. That's the assistant O-line coach, and he played, guard for a very long time at a high level in the NFL. The fact that Jabari Evans has Jennings Dunker in his care makes me optimistic for the kid's future, but what I've seen so far at a camp from the big O lineman from Iowa, not so good so far. Go back to the good. How about another rookie? And it's a shame that he went down. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow if he returns. Mike McCarthy said Monday for Maxi Honachor. I think Maxi Honachor, in the small sample size that we've gotten, has been fantastic. It's actually kind of funny. I think a lot of people might have thought that Jennings Dunker was a little bit more NFL ready than Maxi Honachor was coming out of college. Because remember what we all heard on Honachor? He's only been playing football for 5 years, still kind of learning things, still has to learn to play the position, need maybe even a whole redshirt year. Dylan Cook has been pretty good too. I'm not including him in on this list, but Dylan Cook has been pretty darn solid as well. And I think it's just going to make it really hard for a guy like Honachor, a rookie, to start week 1. But Maxi Honachor is, I think, a little bit more figured out than we thought at this point in the offseason and in training camp. His footwork is marveling to watch. as a young offensive lineman. I mean, one of the things that I talked about when I was on with Pony and Chris last week, you could tell that the guy played other sports before learning to play football, right? Basketball and soccer, I believe, growing up. And then he gave football a try 5 years ago. One of the more athletic offensive linemen, young offensive linemen I've seen in a while. And hopefully whatever he's dealing with upper body-wise, shoulder, arm, whatever it was, hopefully it's over and done with and we see him back out there tomorrow, because I look forward to watching that kid grow. Ihanachore's biggest next leap for me is the upper body strength and fending people off with shoulders, with arms, and being able to not get out leveraged in situations, if you will. But the footwork, and while I'm sure it needs work, I'm not going to sit there and act like I'm some savant and know how to play the tackle position. But it's just, for what he's done so far, it looks crisp and clean, and I'm impressed with the youngster out of Arizona State. Caden Weechin, not so good. And if we're going to rank which one's worse out of the Iowa rookies, Caden Weechin, and I said this before too, for as concerning as the depth at safety is, guys, I think they need another wide receiver. I've said this for weeks. Mike McCarthy offense is in Dallas. Mike McCarthy week 1 rosters in Dallas had 7 receivers on it at times. And if you look at the way this depth chart breaks out at wide receiver, they've got 6 surefire slam dunks that make the roster, in my opinion. You're not going to cut Weechin because he's a rookie. Ben Skoranek, right? Bernard, Wilson, Pittman, and Metcalf. That's 6 guys. Ben Skoranek, and he's looked good in times in 7-on-7 and in team drills offensively, but I'm not super comfy with lining Benny Sko up in 11 personnel on a consistent basis. And if you have to do that with somebody hurt, no thank you. Ben Skoranek is paid to be a special teams ace, and that's what he is. And Caden Weechin is exclusively a kick and a punt returner. The biggest question about Caden Weechin coming into camp was, how can he be used offensively gadget-wise? He has 8 drops this week. Had 8 drops this week. Guy has not been able to catch the football. And better be if he keeps up the rate that he's keeping up from an offensive standpoint, lack thereof being able to catch the football, he better be a really, really good return specialist on kick and punt team. Or that is a drastic mistake as a 4th-round pick.
Could they use him jet sweep type stuff?
I'm not kidding, Sean. That's the only way they do it. From what I've seen, and I don't want to overreact to a small sample size, but pitching it forward a few feet is the only way I feel confident he'll catch the football.
And if he's not a guy that they trust to block at this point, then it becomes super obvious if he comes into the game what's going to happen. So I think he would almost have to be at least the guy you could count on to block out there for that to work.
Yeah, and he better be good in the return game because they've got guys back there. I don't know if Caleb Johnson's going to get another chance, but Eli Heidenreich sat out a few days. If he gets a chance back there, Travis Homer, if he gets a chance back there, they could Band-Aid it up at the return game. If they're not crazy about Caden Weechin, but they're not going to cut a 4th-round pick. That's all I had in the not so good so far. Again, I'm indifferent on the young quarterbacks. I know that's what everybody wants to hear about. I break it down like this when it comes to Aller and Howard. Mason Rudolph looks the same way he always looks in training camp every year. Your very typical, might be okay backup quarterback. Mason Rudolph ain't jumping off the page. When it comes to Will Howard and Drew Aller, the best way I can describe it is this. Will Howard has been more consistent. Drew Aller has been more flashy. Drew Aller's got a lot more arm talent and hit a couple of deep balls last night that turned some heads. And has hit a couple of deep balls the last few days that have turned some heads. But short to mid-range accuracy on Aller has not been necessarily something to write home about, whereas there have been times where Will Howard's dropped back in 7-on-7 or in team and have hit tight ends over the middle. Intermediate routes, accurate, and it works. Again, Howard more consistent, Aller more flashy, and there's a lot more arm talent from the Penn State quarterback than there is the Ohio State quarterback. And I think we all knew that coming into this training camp, that Aller had the physical, the build, the arm. You just have to break things down a little bit fundamentally and worry about the mental there with Drew Aller. Will Howard more consistent, Drew Aller more flashy. A couple of more good standouts. Asante Samuel and Jamel Dean. I lump these two together. You haven't been able to see Dante Kent, Jalen Ramsey, or Joey Porter all on the PUP list. So I don't want to say ragtag because Samuel and Dean are very good and are going to play a lot, but like opportunities for other cornerbacks to get involved. And Asante Samuel and Jamel Dean have taken advantage of that. Jamel Dean had a pick 6 on the first play at the night practice last night. Wait, who did I just say?
Picking off Rodgers?
Yeah, Jamel Dean did. Did I say Samuel?
You said Dean.
Okay. I don't remember. And Samuel, a lot of PBUs, especially last week at the end of the first week and early on this past week. I'm excited for what they can accomplish at corner. Really, really am. And that's why I kind of put Deshaun Elliott not so good. I just want to see more Elliott and Brisker together because I think those two can be great, feed off each other very well. And you couple that with cornerbacks that I couldn't really tell you the last time that they've been this. I think they could be this deep at corner with Porter and Dean on the outside, Ramsey in at nickel. And then your outside depth piece is Asante Samuel, maybe a little bit of Dalen Everett. And then your depth piece at nickel's Brandon Echols. Again, I don't remember the last time they've been this deep at corner. And the last one on the good column, Darnell Washington. He continues to impress me year after year, practice after practice. It should not be like... It should be physically illegal. The ghost of Isaac Newton, here's a good callback to ghosts. The ghost of Isaac Newton should appear. And what would they say on the ghost shows? Reveal yourself on the grounds at St. Vincent College and say, what he does should not be allowed. The fact that that guy at that size moves the way he does is insane to me. And it's not that just, when you get him the football in space, he can cause problems. Like, there's some serious athletic ability there to go up and get footballs. And I saw it like 3 times last night. There aren't many defensive backs in the league or people that will be tasked with guarding him one-on-one that are going to win jump ball situations. Darnell Washington might be a Pro Bowler in 2026. I think he's going to have a massive, massive year. And the more and more I watch him just do things at training camp, the more excited I get. 412-928-9370. Those are my good and not so good camp standouts through the first couple of weeks. Let's grab a call. It's Leslie in Elwood City. Always good to talk to you, Leslie. What's up?
Hey, Doc. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just powering through on a Sunday morning.
You're doing great, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, is Dowdle not standing out to you?
I like Rico Dowdle a lot, but I didn't list him because it's been a lot of, like, I don't want to say 50-50, but just interchanging with him and Jaylen Warren. I don't think you'll see the benefits of Rico Dowdle until, game time, when it's really almost a 50-50 split between the two. I wouldn't be surprised, though, Leslie, that if it's like 60-40 in favor of Dowdle, because we've seen a lot of, once they start team drills, 11 on 11, the first running back out there with the first team in Rodgers is Dowdle. So I wouldn't be surprised that if you look at, the stats at the end of the year, that Dowdle's got more touches and more carries than Warren. Nothing I've seen makes me say this. I just have a funny feeling that it's not going to be as formidable as a tandem as Gainwell and Warren, because Kenneth Gainwell was a team MVP last year. So we'll see. I like Rico Dowdle a lot. I like what his abilities brings to the table. But as far as, what he's able to accomplish in that role, I think he's got a little bit to live up to Kenneth Gainwell, I think, left some pretty big shoes to fill in that regard. So we'll just have to see.
I don't know. Dowell's going to go beast mode. It's going to be like 70-30, I bet you.
See, but I understand where you're coming from, Leslie, and thanks for the call. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons for Dowdle. But this is an organization that gave Jaylen Warren the first contract extension to a running back in 20 years. And I think Rico Dowdle's got to be like top 10 in the league caliber to be like 70-30 in the split between the two of them. We'll wait and see. But the run game will be okay.
Who's the running? Was it Willie Parker?
It was, which is ironic because he was also an undrafted player. And the Steelers have had like multiple drafted running backs, one of whom in the first round that they haven't extended. How about Najee?
I was going to say there was like 3 running backs in the first round that they haven't extended since then, right?
Mendenhall.
I mean, they wanted to with Le'Veon.
No, he was second round pick.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, Mendenhall and Najee then.
Yeah, Najee's, I mean, we're 3 weeks into training camps, and Najee Harris is a free agent.
I'm not trying to be insensitive with this. Didn't he suffer an injury from like fireworks or whatever?
It was an eye thing.
Did that actually hinder him on the field?
No, because he tore his Achilles last year in L.A., remember? Or ruptured, whatever the correct term is.
Yeah, I think you rupture an Achilles.
Yeah, you could tell, like the way that his like lower calf recoiled. Yeah, it was a pretty catastrophic injury, and nobody's giving him a shot, which is, I like Najee. I'll root for him. But the Steelers' offense and the Steelers' run game is much better now than it was at any point when Najee Harris was on the team. My biggest takeaway after almost 2 full weeks of training camp, and I say almost 2 full weeks because I missed a few days last week for my buddy's wedding. I've seen a lot of good on both sides of the football in a lot of different areas. The biggest question mark surrounding this team, and this should surprise nobody, is the 42 turning 43-year-old quarterback. If Aaron Rodgers can stay upright, maybe at times not look like he's afraid to get hit as much as he did last year, and not look like a 42 turning 43-year-old adult man in the National Football League, this team might be okay. But and I know it's not necessarily good radio, and it's not necessarily an earth-shattering take to say this, but I think it's as true as it's ever been. This team will go as far as Aaron Rodgers will take them. A couple of years ago, they were able to get away with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson at times because the defense bailed them out. Prime TJ Watt bailed them out of a lot of Mitch Trubisky, Kenny Pickett, Matt Canada offensive you-know-what shows. You're not really going to get that this year from, I think the defense is going to be solid, but you're not going to get like Alex Highsmith, TJ Watt ultimate takeover games with like multiple sacks and turnovers and defensive touchdowns. Though that ship has sailed. This team, again, not necessarily earth-shattering radio here, but they're going to go as far as Aaron Rodgers will take them. 412-928-9370. Fan weather brought to you by Secure Money Advisors. Looking to retire soon? Let Secure Money Advisors get your retirement on track. Sunny and humid. High of 86. Should be Hall of Famer Hines Ward. Not necessarily a good day to wear a hoodie. Kind of like my 93.7 The Fan Marconi award-winning hoodie. An article of clothing I have with the Fans logo on it that was given to me by folks here at 93.7 The Fan, not one that I made myself.
Can you get me one, by the way? One of the real ones?
I don't know if I have that much pull.
I don't have anything other than our 5-alarm fire shirt.
Can I tell you a funny story about the 5-alarm fire shirt?
This year's or last year's?
This year's.
Yeah, I did not get one this year.
I left day one in Wexford and came back. I had to go get fitted for my tux for the wedding that I was in last week. And it's got the big fire logo on the front, and it's red and blue.
The tuxedo?
No,
I'm joking.
So I go get fitted for my tux, and I stop at like a Cohen or a Cheat, whatever it was, Get Go, I forget. And I was picking up, because I was up early that day. I was on the first hour with Crowley and Doran. So I picked up some caffeine, some Celsius. Everybody in the YouTube chat likes to talk about how I drink Celsius. Picked up one of those and I think maybe a water. And the lady at the cashier's counter was like, "Oh, we give free fountain drinks to firefighters. Thanks for your service." I did not take it. I admit, I said, "Oh, this is just for a fundraiser. I am not a firefighter, but I appreciate it. Thank you." It would have absolutely been stolen valor. I'm not going to do that, especially on the day of the five alarm. But I did think it was pretty cool that, like,
all the real firefighters would track you down and pummel you if they knew you got away with that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's not nice. But I did think it was pretty cool, and I'm sure that wasn't the only place in the area or anywhere that takes care of local first responders, firefighters like that. I thought that was pretty cool.
I have a cousin who was in the Army for many, many years. He was actually a musician, which is pretty cool. And
what's he play?
I'm terrible with, I don't know, the trombone.
Dude.
That might not be true. Anyway.
The tuba?
No, it wasn't the tuba.
The didgeridoo?
He got me a shirt that just said Army. Nice shirt. I wear it periodically.
Okay.
But once I wore it and someone's like, "You served." And then I have to explain, no, not in any way. But I have a relative who did, and he gave me the shirt. It was a nice gift. So I could see how that would be confusing, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
But I feel like I should still wear the shirt.
Yeah.
I just sometimes get credit for something I had nothing to do with.
It happens. Shall we go to break?
It's your show. We could do whatever you want.
We should probably go to break. It's probably going to be a long one.
Yeah. Well, not that long.
Okay.
Not like a Starkey show.
No. Those will be 10-minute commercial breaks, and Joe will still be late getting back.
In his defense, he makes up for it by having like a 48-minute first segment of every show.
All right, Ron. Press that button. Let's go to break, and we'll be back with the final hour on a Sunday morning with Jack Hillgrove right after this at Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Now, fan headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
The Pirates got back on track last night with a 9-0 win against New York Mets. Bubba Chandler got the victory. He went 6 strong. Jake Mangum had 3 hits. Nick Gonzalez had 3 runs batted in. Pirates Metropolitans once again today, 1:35 the first pitch. Jared Jones will be throwing it for the Buccos. Our coverage on 93.7 The Fan and the free Odyssey app starts at noon. That is presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. Headlines are powered by Bowser Chevrolet. For more of them, visit 937thefan.com.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. The Bob and Joe Show, weekdays 10 to 2.
I am going to start that book soon. 50 bad rounds of golf in 50 states. I know I can do it. It's a question of getting to those places.
You're going to go to all 50 states and golf?
Yeah.
Wow.
1 round in each state.
When was this idea?
A couple months ago.
And how are you financing this?
Well,
I don't
think it's going to be that expensive. I'm playing all public courses.
Randomly going to like Maine or North Dakota.
Yes, I am
Idaho.
Randomly going to Maine. It's not like I've never been to Arizona. Yeah, over time. It's not like I'm going next week.
The Bob and Joe Show, weekdays 10 to 2 on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan gets your day started with the latest in Pittsburgh sports with the Fan Morning Show with Doran Dickerson and Adam Crowley. Weekdays 5:40 to 10. Presented by Guardian Protection on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Training camp is heating up, and so are the deals at Smale Kia. Right now, score 0% APR financing on all new 2026 Kia Sportages or Sportage Hybrids. The 2026 Kia Sportage Hybrid was awarded Best Compact Hybrid SUV for the money and Best Adventure Vehicle by U.S. News & World Report. Perfect for road tripping. Hurry in now and score big with the hottest deals of the summer. These offers end August 31st. Visit Smale Kia on Route 30 in Greensburg or shop online at smalekia.com. 0% for 48 months with approved credit. Not all will qualify. See Smale Kia for details. Ends 8/31.
State Fair food is getting smaller and pricier.
We'll have room for fried cookies.
Okay, you'd never overspend on food. What's your deal?
What's his deal? He went to Metro and got $450 in value on the new Samsung Galaxy A37 5G for free. And no activation fees.
Free phone? Oh, sign me up.
Get that more for your money feeling. Only on Metro by T-Mobile.
For your number and activate $40 period plan. $450 based on device discount, waived activation fee. Not available if with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
HD1 Pittsburgh, an Odyssey sports station. Live from the Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios, North Huntington and North Hills. Always live and free on the Odyssey app.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Now at Lowe's, faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk. Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that, at Lowe's.
Text us on the Edgar Snyder and Associates text line at 412-928-9370. Edgar Snyder and Associates reminds you to text responsibly.
The certified elder law attorneys at Julian Gray Associates understand the rules of long-term care and disability. They help families avoid mistakes and protect assets to maintain the best lifestyle options. You don't have to do this alone. Visit grayelderlaw.com.
Dick's House of Sport is excited to join the community, Greensburg, and invite you to our grand opening house party August 7th through August 9th at the Westmoreland Mall. Get ready for can't-miss appearances, giveaways, and more all weekend long. We're more than a store, featuring a rock wall, Hit Tracks multi-sport cage, golf hitting bays, and a collector's clubhouse. Plus, shop the best brands and over 2,000 shoe styles, all in one place. Discover Dick's House of Sport at the Westmoreland Mall, August 7th through August 9th.
This fall, you could drive away in a 2026 Toyota Corolla SE sedan from Rocky Gap Casino Resort and Golf. Earn entries August 1st through August 29th. Winter Zone members can earn 5 times the entries every Saturday in August, plus receive 100 bonus entries when you download the mobile app and log in by August 22nd. Then join us Saturday, August 29th. The 2026 Toyota Corolla SE Grand Prize drawing is at 8 p.m. You must be present to win and a Winter Zone member to participate. For details, visit cnty.com/Rocky Gap. Please play responsibly. Visit mdgamblinghelp.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER. No one under 21 is permitted on the casino floor.
At Bobby Ray Hall Motor Car Company in Wexford and Mercedes-Benz of Pittsburgh on Baum Boulevard, the 2027 models are arriving, and they need to clear out the 26 inventory. During a year-end sales event August 13th through the 22nd, every new in-stock 26 Mercedes-Benz is tagged with its best price of the year. Take advantage of the model year-end change. It's absolutely the best time to buy. But don't wait. These offers will not be replicated. Visit Bobby Ray Hall Motor Car Company in Wexford or Mercedes-Benz of Pittsburgh on Baum Boulevard, August 13th through the 22nd.
Your hometown building partner since 1956, 84 Lumber. Visit 84lumber.com.
Hop in a John Deere Gator XUV for a day's work. Let's see what's on the to-do list. There goes the tree. And the fence. Not a problem. Because you've got a cargo box filled with solutions. Up to 4,000 pounds of towing capacity. And you're ready to roll.
The power's out!
Here we go again. The Gator XUV, built for every kind of workday. Learn more at johndeere.com/Gator XUV. Nothing runs like a deer.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot doot, and sometimes it's like.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
And we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Now, fan headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
With your fan headlines, it's Sean Myers. The Pirates won 9-0 at home against the New York Mets on Saturday night. Jake Mangum, 3 hits. Nick Gonzalez, 3 RBIs, all in support of Bubba Chandler, who went 6 scoreless while striking out 5. Pirates look to make it 2 in a row today against the Mets, 1:35 the first pitch. Our coverage on 93.7 The Fan begins at noon with the North Shore Tavern leadoff show. Headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet. For more headlines, 93.7thefan.com.
Sports don't stop for the weekend, and neither do we.
We are going to have so much fun this weekend.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, Pittsburgh's hometown sports station.
Sunday, August 9th, 2026. Good morning to you, Jack Hillgrove at Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. I actually work here. Another hour on tap this morning. FanDuel's More Ways to Win with Pony at 10 till noon, and then it's Bucko coverage starting at noon with the Pirates Insider Show, all leading up to the 1:35 first pitch. Sean Manaea against Jared Jones. Bucks and Mets. Pirates look to take the series after a 9-0 win last night. Sean, do you want to play a game?
Is this like Saw?
Do you like games? This is not like Saw. I don't wear a clown mask or kill people.
Good.
I also work here. Do you know that?
I've heard that, yes.
Okay.
I do as well, I think.
You do?
I hope so.
Yeah. If you don't, it's news to you.
Let's play a game.
I've seen this trend on TikTok where it generates 2 random NFL teams against, like, in a hypothetical matchup.
Okay.
Schedule the games. Thursday Night Football, Sunday at 1 on CBS.
So if it's a good game, you put
Sunday
it in
at 4
time.
at 4:25. Just the overall vibes that you get. And then Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football. Are you up for that?
So how many am I getting here?
Well, there's 5 time slots. Thursday night,
okay,
Sunday.
So I get 5 different games, and
Yeah.
Okay, so the best game theoretically you would put in Sunday or Monday night.
Sure. I mean, well, and then also vibes too. You know what I mean? Like if it's Bills,
we don't get like the London. If we get the Jaguars, we're not putting.
Well, we could add a 6-1. You want to go 9:30 international game, 9:30 London game? We'll add that on there. Why the hell not?
I feel like that's a good one, right?
All right, so we'll do 6 games. Like if it's like Bills Dolphins, that's like 1 o'clock. It's just the feel of it. All right, our first matchup in this random stupid game that I've like been infatuated with is Falcons against the Chiefs. We'll go away home. So the second team is the home team.
So this is at Arrowhead.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yes. This is
they still play at Arrowhead, right? At least for a few more years.
Yeah, until they moved to Kansas City, Kansas. I think this is the 4:25 on Fox.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that.
Okay.
I don't really think the Falcons are very interesting whatsoever.
No, but they're the road AFC team. And like I have a feeling we're going to get like an AFC matchup here at some point that's going to be the 1 o'clock on CBS. Could be a Thursday night. We have to get Jacksonville at some point, and it doesn't matter who Jacksonville's playing against. They're the 9:30 London game. Titans at Jaguars. That is the London game.
Yes, absolutely. that is a terrible matchup, by the way.
That might actually be an international game this year. I don't even know. All right, matchup number 3 in our random matchup generator. Predict or assign them to time slots. Jets.
You're getting some bad teams here.
I know. Should we do the Chiefs again?
I was going to say,
no.
Are we going to get like Jets, Cardinals, or something terrible like that?
Chiefs don't count. We already did them. Jets at Bengals. That is 1 o'clock on CBS if I've ever heard it.
Would that be, does Aditi do those 1 o'clock games for CBS?
Might be AJ Ross. Remember her from Pittsburgh?
No, should I look her up?
Yeah, you would know her if you saw her.
Okay.
She does like sideline, or she does help out Katie K. during Steelers preseason.
With Pomp.
Yeah. You think he's part-time now? They have a preseason game on Thursday. You think he'll even be here with Joe this week at all?
Well, he's going to be here. Not here. He's going to be with Joe tomorrow, as far as I know. But I would imagine Thursday he probably will not be here. No. Which is a shame because I'll be producing that day.
Part-time Pomp's not here. Raiders.
So we only have the 3 primetime slots remaining. Is that correct?
Yeah. Okay. Well, this game sucks. Raiders at Giants. We have Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night. Yeah, it's got to be Thursday. Which you can market that as a primetime game. Mendoza against Jackson Dart.
And then Mendoza's probably not starting for some reason, and Dart will be injured.
Why? He's not going to start week 1. They're actually going to start Kirk Cousins. Did you see him and Max Crosby got into a fight this week?
Cuzzy.
Yeah.
I would probably take Crosby. How weird is that, by the way, that he's still there? Like, they traded him.
Very weird.
They traded him.
Yeah, that's peculiar.
I was shocked that they didn't then quickly try to flip him to someone else and maybe just take a little bit less in return.
I think we have our Sunday night matchup.
Okay.
Patriots at Eagles.
So do we think Sunday Night Football now trumps Monday Night Football?
I think so. I've said this before. I think NBC's coverage and NBC's national broadcasts of National Football League games trump all the other big networks.
And that's where Tomlin's going to be?
Yeah.
Sunday nights?
Yeah, with Maria Taylor and Devin McCourty and Jason Garrett, I think.
Is there some rule that like the twins, they are twins, right? The McCourtys?
Yeah, they're like identical.
And so are the Barbers. Is there a rule if there's twin brothers in the NFL that they have to get into media, or at least one of them has to?
Maybe.
Is that a rule?
Rondé Barber's Tomlin's guy. He skipped the night practice a couple of years ago to go to his Hall of Fame induction.
Do you think he likes Tiki just as much?
I'm sure he likes Tiki, but maybe not as much.
Yeah.
Is Patriots at Eagles our Sunday night game?
Yeah, that's if we're going with Sunday night being the biggest, which I feel like has been the case for a little while now, I would concur with that. It's a big-time game.
This is a random game I saw on TikTok. Random NFL matchup simulator. You get 2 teams. We already got the Eagles. You get 2 teams that match up against each other, schedule them in the 5 time slots. Actually, we did 6.
I think that was a nice addition. That game was perfect for the international time slot.
Yeah, I agree.
What was it, Titans and
so we're at the point where I keep generating teams and they keep populating the same ones. We already did the Raiders.
I think we're going to get Rams-Niners for Monday Night Football.
That'd be pretty sick. We already got the job. I've done like 4 of these spins in a row, and it's all teams we already got. Stop giving me the Patriots. Yelling at the computer. Dude, what are we doing? I've spun this thing like 7 times in a row, and it's all teams we actually got. Okay, here we go. Vikings at Bills. That's pretty. I almost wish that was our Monday night or Sunday night game.
No, I think we did it right. I think we got it right.
All right. Here's our slate. Our 9:30 London game, Tennessee at Jacksonville. I'm glad we got the Jaguars in the spin. Yep. Perfect. Thursday night, this is the one I don't feel as good about, is Raiders at Giants. Sunday at 1 on CBS, Jets at Bengals. Sunday 4:25 on Fox, Falcons at Chiefs. Sunday night, Patriots at Eagles. Monday night, Vikings at Bills. I think we kind of nailed that.
Yeah. Would you consider swapping the Thursday for the 1 o'clock Sunday? Or do you think it's kind of...
You could. The Jets also stink. I actually know, because as far as storylines go, I mean, you've got 2 young quarterbacks potentially in Raiders and Giants. So, okay, you could probably market that for Thursday night. The Jets are horrendous. And the Bengals are better than them.
So you're thinking that's also going to be a blow?
Yeah, I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty much perfect on all of these.
I have not heard about this game. So
I've seen guys play it on TikTok all week.
There's a lot of games that I see on social media. I don't do TikTok, but you see the same stuff whether you have TikTok or not. If you go on Instagram and Facebook, basically, it's all kind of streamlined. By the way, do you know MySpace supposedly is coming back?
No way.
That is, I believe, a real thing.
Okay, so that MySpace was probably really massive with you.
Do you remember? Were you?
No.
Okay, I will say that was the best. And it was a little bit different back then because it really was only competing with Facebook. And Facebook there's a movie about this. I didn't see it, but I'm assuming it's covered in there. Facebook was only for college students when it was first introduced. You had to have a college email. And then a few years later, they allowed it to pervade into everyone, including like all the, aunts that wanted to get on there and follow like all their,
sure,
nieces and nephews' pictures and everything. And then it got really uncool, whereas MySpace just stayed cool the whole time and then just disappeared. And I think Justin Timberlake bought it, perhaps. So if they bring that back, I believe the idea will be to go back to what it was 15 plus years ago and not like the constant, you're getting feeds of all these things that you don't follow. It's just going to be like your friends. You will basically just see their stuff.
Interesting.
Which is a novel concept. But I do see a lot of these things on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever, the same stuff that you're seeing on TikTok. A lot of them are you a ball knower? And here's the 100% question. Here's the 10%. And I feel like usually I get to about 20% and get them right. And then the 1%'s usually pretty much impossible unless it's like a question about one of the teams that I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen those too.
So I enjoy every time that pops up. I try to do those. So they've been doing some, like I've seen like college football logos, which I don't really care about as much. But if it's like an NFL or NBA one, I will stick through and watch the whole thing and hopefully learn something if it's a question I can't get.
You know who I think would like the game we just played is Donnie. He's big into the schedule release every year, and I think he'd be all over.
So intern Dom would be all about it. They would also probably assign the broadcast crews. They would.
You could take it. Yep. Well, it would be your typical ones. Sunday.
Well, I guess you get to choose the 1 and 4 o'clock.
Actually,
Who does the international?
I don't know.
I know like JP
Rich
Shadrick
Eisen
was doing some of those games.
Didn't Rich Eisen do the Ireland game last year?
Perhaps.
I think he did.
Do they sometimes just have like, because the Jaguars are in them so often, do they have just like their regular broadcasters do the game?
Yeah, they probably could.
Yeah. I think that's what JP Shadrick was doing, although I'm pretty sure he's moved on to the Cardinals now.
And congratulations on all his success.
Going from the Jags to the Cardinals, I guess is I don't know if that's an upgrade necessarily.
Yeah.
But
speaking of the Cardinals and broadcasting, the late great Craig Wolfley, his brother Ron, does radio for the Arizona Cardinals. And I don't know if it was a podcast, saw a clip last night of a great thank you from Ron Wolfley to the Steelers organization, and talking about everything that Craig accomplished both in the booth and on the field, and thanking the Steelers and the Rooney family for his induction into the Hall of Honor, which is so well-deserved. Wolf, Kevin Colbert, JT Thomas, the Hall of Honor class of 2026. Wolf was the man. I got to know him really well, and so very happy that he was honored. Not very happy that it's posthumously, that he can't be around to enjoy it, but I know his family will. And it was really cool to see Ron Wolfley again. He does color for the Cardinals radio. And I think Dave Pasch, Sean, is their radio play-by-play voice, isn't he?
Really? Yeah, there's a lot of big-time broadcasters.
Oh, no, JP Shadrick, the guy you were talking about.
Yeah, he just came from Jacksonville, though, so this would be his first year in Arizona.
Okay. Yeah, he's with the Cardinals now, replacing Dave Pasch, who left the organization in the offseason for a larger role at ESPN.
I thought the Chiefs for a while did they have like Kevin Harlan or something? Because those guys, obviously, the national guys do the national games, but I feel like, on maybe off weeks from their national schedule or whatever, they're still doing local games. The NFL broadcasting's always unique. It's way different than all the other sports.
I also think it's cool, too, that all of, like, Wolf and his brothers all did. They played at the highest levels and then went and did radio at pretty darn high levels. Dale did radio for WVU, Dale Wolfley. He's sadly no longer with us. I didn't realize Ron Wolfley also stepped down. He's not in the booth anymore. I think AQ Shipley's actually doing the games with your guy Shadrick in Arizona now. But They all did radio after playing offensive line. Dale with WVU, Craig with the Steelers, and Ron with the Cardinals, which is pretty cool.
Speaking of Cardinals, by the way.
Yes.
And tying it locally.
J.J. Weatherholt?
Well, no. I'm talking about the other Cardinals.
James Conner?
Larry Fitz.
Oh, yes.
Pat Bostic did his Panthers Insider show and then went straight to Canton to see the induction.
Oh, Pat went up?
Yep.
Cool. I saw Chancellor Joan Gable, Pat Narduzzi, E.J. Borghetti in attendance. I'm sure there was a large Pitt contingent.
Is he on the Pitt Mount Rushmore?
Oh, man. Yeah. The Pitt football Mount Rushmore is Dan Marino, Tony Dorsett, Mike Ditka, and Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay, so someone called in yesterday on that show, and they had 3 of the 4.
Fitz off?
No, so you said Ditka was your 4th?
Yeah.
They had Aaron Donald in that spot.
Yeah, but if you're putting Aaron Donald on that Mount Rushmore, you're also putting, I think you put Hugh Green up there too. For as unbelievable as Aaron Donald was his senior year.
Another guy in that discussion.
Yeah, there's so many. I think if you want to break it down by single accomplishments and positions, Marino's up there. Dorsett's number 1 on the list because he's the only one to ever win the Heisman Trophy, which is obviously the award. Marino, best quarterback in school history, without a doubt, NFL Hall of Famer.
It's so hard for me. Anytime you talk about college, you almost, in my opinion, have to forget about what happened in the NFL for these players.
Sure.
If you're just going for Pitt, it doesn't really matter.
Well, if it's just from a college football standpoint, Bill Fralick is there. The guy was one of the most dominant offensive tackles maybe in the history of college athletics. Invented the pancake block.
Now, Fitz only had 2 years.
Yeah,
correct?
That might hurt him for some folks, which I totally understand. And Aaron Donald, I was going to say Aaron Donald might be the next to get in, but he might be coming back.
That resets his Hall of Fame clock for 5 years from when I don't
think that's official.
Last play.
I don't think that's official yet, but he's going to come back.
Are you surprised that it was the acquisition of Garrett that was seemingly the trigger for him to come back? Because it's not like the Rams stunk last year. They probably had an argument to being the second best team in the NFL last year.
I think the acquisition of Garrett, I think it definitely helped, but I think it was more of a coincidence than it actually triggering it. I think Aaron Donald would have came back regardless. I think he wants to win another Super Bowl. And I'm not sure there's been a team in recent memory other than some prime Patriots teams or a few years ago with Mahomes and Kelsey when they were at their best. If the Rams don't win the Super Bowl this year, it is a crime. That team is as stacked as we've seen an NFL football team in a while.
They basically punted on their first-round pick, too.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they don't think that that's going to provide value down the road, but it will not help them in all likelihood whatsoever this season.
No.
Which is
and probably not next season either.
Right? For a team that close to the Super Bowl a year ago, you figure get someone that's going to put us over the top right now.
I thought they were going to take Mekhi Lemon. And then the Steelers tried to, and that obviously didn't happen. Fan Twitter brought to you by South Hills Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Route 19 Peters Township. Sunday same game parlay coming up next. We got to hit one. Dang it. Mets and Pirates at 135. Sean Manaea against Jared Jones. 5 legs. All going to hit, and we need to cash out one before the end of the baseball season. It will happen. It's like Dirty Mike and the boys. It will happen again. I'm Jack Hillgrove on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Now, Fan Headlines, powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
Well, you just heard Jack mention it. The pitching matchup today, Jared Jones, Sean Manaea for the Pirates and Mets. 135 the first pitch. Buccos 3 games under, looking to get closer to 500 once again and win their second straight after a 9-0 win on Saturday. Coverage of that game starts at noon right here on 93.7 The Fan and on the free Odyssey app. It's presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. Headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet. For more, visit 937thefan.com.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, the PM team, presented by Mike's Beer Bar.
McCarthy in that picture, and then especially on video, you said, Mike, you can do one thing in the world right now with no repercussions. He say, let me loosen that tie. Let me give about 2 or 3 shakes of the tie, unbutton the top button, and let's kick back and have a view.
Almost ready to explode and hit somebody in the first row of that press conference.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in that spot before. That top button was screaming.
The PM team at 2 p.m. Live and local, just like Mike's. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Every Wednesday, 93.7 The Fan gives you an inside look from a former general manager with Wednesday with Whaley.
Hey, we're playing to win the game.
Doug Whaley joins the Fan Morning Show from 9 to 10 to give his insight from the front office perspective. Wednesdays with Whaley. Doug Whaley is brought to you by 2 Men in a Jug Truck. Cohen Market, the official crispy chicken of The Fan. Tri-State Office Furniture, Morgan & Morgan Law Firm, Smale Kia, and Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
If you dread dealing with your insurance company more than you dread build-it-yourself furniture, that came in 47 different pieces.
Why do I have 6 extra screws?
With extremely vague instructions.
What are these? Hieroglyphics?
Then you might have Insuranoia. And if you have Insuranoia, then you should get NJM. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
Greetings from Breeze Airways, your hometown carrier for nonstop flights from Pittsburgh to Louisville, Kentucky, and 5 other destinations. Vacation is closer than you think when you fly Breeze. Enjoy nonstop flights and send a postcard home from somewhere new this year. Breeze makes it easy with nonstop flights, flexible change policies, and a seriously nice onboard experience. Enjoy premium seating with Breeze Ascent, plus high-speed Wi-Fi and tasty snacks. Book today at flybreeze.com. Breeze Airways, seriously nice.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, where he can get a battery for under $100. Lonnie, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Lonnie does that for free too. In no time at all, John is back on the road. Ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Training camp is heating up, and so are the deals at Smale Kia. Right now, score 0% APR financing on all new 2026 Kia Sportages or Sportage Hybrids. The 2026 Kia Sportage Hybrid was awarded Best Compact Hybrid SUV for the money and Best Adventure Vehicle by U.S. News & World Report. Perfect for road tripping. Hurry in now and score big with the hottest deals of the summer. These offers end August 31st. Visit Smale Kia on Route 30 in Greensburg or shop online at smalekia.com. 0% for 48 months with approved credit. Not all will qualify. See Smale Kia for details. Ends 8/31.
At Citizens, we know the world has gotten smarter since you started banking. Rings track your sleep. Taxis don't need drivers. Refrigerators have Wi-Fi. So why hasn't the way you bank kept up? Maybe it's time to upgrade to Citizens, so you stay ready all the time. With our enhanced mobile app, you can track your credit score and talk to our chat assistant, Sizzy. Make sense of your money with Citizens. Learn more at citizensbank.com/made ready. Member FDIC.
Join the Fan of the American Cancer Society for Coaches vs. Cancer Tip-Off Pittsburgh. That's Wednesday, September 9th at PPG Winter Garden. This year, we're honoring former Duquesne basketball coach Keith Dambrot and his wife Donna for their incredible leadership on and off the court. Co-hosted by the men's and women's coaches from Duquesne, Robert Morris, and Pitt, it's an evening dedicated to coming together and making a real difference against cancer. Get your tickets today. Visit 937thefan.com.
Now at Lowe's, faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk. Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that, at Lowe's.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
93.7 The Fan is cleared by aquickdrain.com. Live from the Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios, North Huntington and North Hills.
Text line brought to you by Edgar Snyder and Associates Personal Injury Law Firm. They always say there's never a fee unless we get money for you. My name's Jack Hillgrove. I work here. If I don't anymore, it's news to me. Sunday same game parlay time. Are you ready for it, Sean Myers, who still works here? If he doesn't, it's news to him.
Yes, sir. By the way, you missed out on that Pirates tailgate that we had, right?
I did, because that was the first practice.
That's right.
Heard
yes.
Ty Polk was the star of that tailgate.
Well, that's usually the case. Yeah, it was a good time.
Good weather?
Ty was in several pictures. I was there. Intern Dominic was there. He's such a coward, by the way.
Who, Dom?
Yeah.
Well, we knew that, but why? What?
Because he was afraid at every step. Like, the email got sent out to everyone who works here and says, if you want to come, let us know. You got to respond by this time.
And he was, like, scared to show up?
Yes. And then he also was afraid to ask for a ticket. And I was like, well, come on. Like, they'll gladly give you a ticket, even if you miss
Isn't that the whole point of the thing?
Yeah. But he didn't respond in time. He's like, well, I can't go to the game. And I was like, well, just come down to the tailgate and you'll probably be able to go to the game anyway. So he's like, okay, I'll do that. And he came down to the tailgate. And he insisted on picking me up as I was walking there from the casino because he didn't want to walk in by himself. So he picked me up in his vehicle, drove out of his way to do that so that I would walk into the tailgate with him, which is fine, you know, whatever. And then as we were there, Amy, who does such a great job with everything.
Yep, Amy's the best.
I was like, Dom, just go see if she has another ticket. I'm sure someone that thought they were going to come probably no-showed. And he's like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. Maybe later. I'll do that later. So I was like, all right. So I walk up to Amy and I said, Amy, our young intern Dominic here would like. She's like, okay, I'll transfer the ticket right now. It took 2 seconds.
What a baby.
And then he went into the game and he told me afterwards that it was like the best day of his life. Which he says that a lot, but it was a good time. And yeah, it was.
Who was your crew? You, Dom?
Callis was there.
Heck yeah.
Callis and Dom, they are like thick as thieves.
Wow.
My friend. But anyway, the reason I brought this up is because Craig was there as well.
Content.
Yes. And I said to him, I said, Craig, am I like allowed to play some of these beds like when we're doing like the same game parlays? Like, I think so. We haven't like been told otherwise. So I got that. I took that as permission to play this bed for your same game parlay.
Without further ado, August 9th, 2026. Jared Jones, Sean Manaea, the pitching matchup today. Two of these teams, Pirates and Mets, they strike out a lot. A crap ton. The Pirates have struck out more than any team in baseball has in 2026, with over like 1,100 of them. That ain't great. The offense, statistically, despite it being not very good the last few weeks, really post-All-Star break, is still top 3 in team batting average, top 5 in team OPS, and top 3 in runs scored in baseball, believe it or not. But in strikeouts, nobody has struck out more than your Buccos at 1122. The Mets strike out a lot as well. They're one of 13 teams with over 1,000 strikeouts to this point in the season, 1,005. So give me Jared Jones 6+ Ks, but also because the Pirates strike out a lot too, give me Sean Manaea 5+ Ks. That's leg 1 and leg 2. It's Manaea, right? Manaea. Yeah, I thought so. He's left-handed. You know who's due and has hit left-handed pitching incredibly well this season, Sean?
Esmerlin.
Bingo. The magic man, the magician, Esmerlin Valdez, struggling as of late. He is hitting .059 in the month of August. That is a far cry from being the National League Rookie of the Month in the month of July. .059, 507 OPS. He is 1 for 17 this month. And gosh darn it, he's due. The splits against left-handed pitching for Valdez in 52 at-bats, a 1255 OPS. Esmerlin Valdez, 2+ total bases is leg number 3. Sean, are you familiar with hashtag Ronnie Ball?
Yes.
And a bunch of people on Twitter changing their profile picture to just Ronnie Simon's headshot.
Not to be confused with Randall Simon.
No, not to be confused with Randall Simon at all. It's Ronnie Simon. It's hashtag Ronnie Ball. And I'm not going to be a follower and follow in with the crowd and change my profile picture to Ronnie Simon on Twitter. But what I will do is bet on Ronnie Simon to record a hit today. Hopefully he's in the lineup. I think
he had a good effort.
Yeah, I think he will be.
Last couple of games, right?
Yep.
He earned it.
And the Mets stink. And Jared Jones pissed off coming off the start where he was very hard on himself in the locker room or in the clubhouse after the game. I think he bounces back big time. Might I even predict? I can't even find. Where'd he go? There he is. He's hiding from me, Jared Jones. Might I even predict that Jared Jones' box score will be the highest inning count of his season? I'm going to say 6 1/3. 8 Ks, 1 run. Something along those lines. I think the Pirates win. I think Pirates money line today. The Mets stink, and Jared Jones very hard on himself after that Brewers loss where he went 4 and gave up 3. I think he bounces back. I think the Pirates win, take 2 or 3 from the Mets. Same game parlay. Jared Jones, 6+ Ks. Sean Manaea of the Mets, 5+ Ks. Esmerlin Valdez, 2+ total bases. Ronnie Ball, Ronnie Simon recording a hit in Pirates money line. How do we feel? How do we feel?
My biggest concern might be answered well before this game starts. Are we confident that Simon and Valdez are both in the starting lineup?
Valdez was in left field yesterday. Manaea is a lefty. Maybe Lau gets the day off. I mean, he's been on a heater. I doubt it. Mangum will be your center fielder. It might be the same thing. Actually, yeah, absolutely. I think it'll be the same thing. I think Valdez will be left field. Ronnie Simon will be in right. Mangum's your center fielder. Reynolds is your DH.
All right, then. If those guys are both in the starting lineup, we're going 5 for 5.
Okay.
I feel like you should always reserve the right.
Because who's the 4th outfielder? Or I guess 5th outfielder. You've got Mangum, Reynolds, Simon, Valdez, and Garcia right now are your outfielders.
Still up?
He pinch hit last night, or pinch ran. For Lau.
Did the Mets throw their backup catcher 2 innings? Did I see that correct?
They did.
Luis Torrens.
Yeah, they did.
He also had a 4-pitch inning.
15 pitches, 9 for strikes. It's better than like Brandon Heisert's.
He gave up a home run, though, right?
Yeah, Lau hit one. Yeah. Meanwhile, 25 home runs for Lau. The 40 home run pace was like a legitimate thing for a while. How many games have they played? What's their record? 58 and 61?
That's correct.
119. 25 divided by
40 to go.
19.
43.
Times 162. Lau's on a 34 home run pace. When's the last time somebody hit 35 for the Pirates? Josh Bell?
Did Pedro?
I think it was Josh Bell in 2018, 19.
Yeah, you might be right. Pedro got to that number too, though, didn't he? I think he got to the high 30s.
Josh Bell hit 37 in 19. That had to have been the last one. And Pedro El Toro who last played first base for the
Led
Miami
the league
Marlins.
with 36 in 2013.
Led the National League with 36?
That's right.
Wow. Back-to-back 30 home run seasons.
That's kind of a low number to
It's a
lead
very
the
low
league.
number. I remember him having that year. I don't remember it leading the league. That's kind of wild.
Also led the league in another category that year. 186 strikeouts, which I feel like there's going to be 50 guys that top 186 strikeouts this year.
Yeah, wait, hold on. So he led the league in 186 strikeouts?
Yes.
I'm anxious to see who the individual leader in strikeouts is right this second and what the number is.
I bet it's not far off of that.
173 for Kyle Schwarber with, a month and a half to go?
And in his defense, it works for him. He's one of the better players in baseball offensively.
That is insane that 180, what was it, 183?
186.
Led the league, and would you say at least 50?
I think that, yes. I think there'll probably be multiple guys on every team.
Oh, yeah. No, I bet you almost close to 100 guys all across Major League Baseball will have 180 strikeouts at the end of the year.
It wasn't that long ago, one of the guys the Pirates got in a trade, I think his name was Jose Hernandez. I think he had the all-time record with like 210 strikeouts in a season. And I would assume that record has been shattered time and time and time again since then. I'm going to be very impressed if I was correct on that Jose Hernandez poll. I think he said it with the Cubs.
Mark Reynolds struck out 223 times in 2009, according to Google AI. Unless this is wrong here. See, I look up strikeout leaders and it gives you the pitcher stuff.
Well, Hernandez did lead the league in strikeouts twice, if that counts for anything. Do you remember him as a Pirate?
I don't.
He had a
looks like
negative .4 WAR.
Mark Reynolds.
Adam Dunn was a big strikeout guy.
Yeah,
too.
he struck out 222 times in 12. The third highest single season total ever is James Wood last year, 221. Of the top 10 highest single season strikeout totals of all time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them have happened within the last decade.
Yeah, it's a trend, no doubt. And most teams are okay with guys striking out as long as they hit enough homers, like Kyle Schwarber.
Congratulations on all his success. Let's run to a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the program. Chuck in Uniontown is on hold. We'll get to him and your phone calls on the Buccos, 412-928-9370. We're taking you up till 10 o'clock. I'm Jack Hillgrove. I work here. It's 93.7 The Fan.
Now, Fan Headlines, powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
Pirates look to make it 2 in a row today against the New York Mets. 1:35, the first pitch. It'll be thrown by Jared Jones. Sean Manaea poses for New York. Coverage on 93.7 The Fan begins at noon. It's presented by Keystone Custom Apparel. Fan Headlines powered by Bowser Chevrolet. For more, 937thefan.com.
84 Lumber has been building America for 70 years. Whether you're a homeowner starting your first project or a pro on the job, 84 Lumber offers the kind of personalized expertise you won't find in a big box store. They're more than just lumber. From windows and doors to siding, trim, and decking, 84 Lumber has the materials you need to get it done right. With 14 locations across Pittsburgh, there's one near you. Visit 84lumber.com to find your store. 84 Lumber, your hometown building partner for 70 years.
Hop in a John Deere Gator XUV for a day's work. Let's see what's on the to-do list. There goes the tree. And the fence. Not a problem. Because you've got a cargo box filled with solutions. Up to 4,000 pounds of towing capacity. And you're ready to roll.
The power's out!
Here we go again. The Gator XUV. Built for every kind of workday. Learn more at johndeere.com/Gator XUV. Nothing runs like a deer.
Slot fans, the wait is over. Lightning Link is available online for the first time ever on DraftKings Casino. Not only does DraftKings Casino have the iconic slot, it's your home of Lightning Link. New casino players get 1,000 spins, including 500 Lightning Link spins. Play $5 to unlock 50 spins a day at varying values for your first 20 days. Strike now to claim your offer. Download the DraftKings Casino app and sign up with code THEFAN. Fan. Then spin Lightning Link high stakes anywhere, anytime. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 or older. Physically present in Pennsylvania only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Non-withdrawable spins issued as 50 spins per day for 20 days. Valid select games only and expire each day after 24 hours. Spins value vary. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends August 23rd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
If you owe the IRS, have years of unfiled tax returns, received a levy notice, or just want to know your options, Republic Tax Relief is here to help.
I started getting letters from the IRS telling me that I owed over $35,000 in back taxes, seeming absolutely hopeless to me.
Their experienced team will review your situation, explain your options, and work toward the best resolution possible.
Republic Tax Relief has absolutely done something for me that is so amazing.
As a veteran-owned company with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, Republic Tax Relief has helped thousands of people resolve their tax problems.
I get an email from Mark and he says my case is solved with the IRS, and they saved me $35,000 in back taxes. It just absolutely blew my mind.
Call Republic Tax Relief now for a free consultation at 800-885-4033. That's 800-885-4033. Or visit republictaxrelief.com.
And I'm so grateful that I trusted Republic Tax Relief.
Results vary based on each individual's tax situation.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like head administrator for a state-of-the-art surgical center.
What can I do for you, Doc?
We need to talk about the lights.
Ah, the mood lighting, relaxing, right? Much better than those old hospital vibes.
A hospital's supposed to have hospital vibes.
You seem tense. Let's dim the lights a bit.
This is your job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Text us on the Edgar Snyder and Associates text line at 412-928-9370. Edgar Snyder and Associates reminds you to text responsibly.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important, trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Bring the family to Washington County to see the best youth baseball players of the Princegate Pony League World Series, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, August 7th through the 12th. Enjoy the Champions League game, Military and First Responders Day, giveaways, and so much more. Daily admission is just $10, $5 for kids. Go to ponyworldseries.org for a complete schedule. History will be made one batter at a time at the Princegate Pony League World Series. Don't miss it for the world. Sponsored by Washington County Tourism Promotion Agency.
At Bobby Rahal Motor Car Company in Wexford and Mercedes-Benz of Pittsburgh on Baum Boulevard, the 2027 models are arriving and they need to clear out the 26 inventory. During a year-end sales event August 13th through the 22nd, every new in-stock 26 Mercedes-Benz is tagged with its best price of the year. Take advantage of the model year-end change. It's absolutely the best time to buy. But don't wait. These offers will not be replicated. Visit Bobby Rahal Motor Car Company in Wexford or Mercedes-Benz of Pittsburgh on Baum Boulevard, August 13th through the 22nd.
Keeping you up to date, even on the weekend.
Did you hear that?
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, Pittsburgh's hometown sports station.
Welcome back to the program. Final segment. Fan weather brought to you by Secure Money Advisors. Looking to retire soon? Let Secure Money Advisors get your retirement on track. High of 86 today. Should be Hall of Famer Hines Ward if you're heading down to the ball yard for Buccos and Mets at 1:35. Again, the Sunday same game parlay. If you want to tail it and lose some money with us, Jared Jones, 6+ Ks. Sean Manaea, 5+ Ks. As Merlin Valdez, 2+ bases. Ronnie Simon to record a hit. Pirates money line. That's how we feel. 412-928-9370, Chuck in Uniontown. Hello, good sir. Good to talk to you again.
Good morning. Thank you. First of all, just briefly, a couple of weeks ago, I didn't get a chance to call in, but you said, I think it's correct, you've eaten at Cattleman's Restaurant in Oklahoma City?
I have. That would have been the summer of 2012, Chuck.
Ironically, in 2014, I ate there, too.
What'd you think?
Best steak I had in the country.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's funny that I forget how that came up. But nonetheless, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I had the old Presidente dinner, and somebody told me that where I was sitting, a guy named George W. Bush sat in the same place.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But anyway, Jack, time short about the Pirates. This, I think, is the last real chance for them between now and the end of the month. The odds are against them because the hill is steep, but they can do it. To me, I think they have to go 19 games. I think they have to go 13-6 or 14-5. And, a lot of those are on the road. And, there's the Bo Sox in there, the Marlins in there, the Dodgers, the Padres, the Cardinals. It's going to be steep, but they've got the gear to climb it. What they have to do is just think 19 times they have to go 1-0. And the way I see it, it's like going on the internet for them. www. Just take them one at a time, Jack.
I hope so. And thanks for the call. I mean, if we look at, and I always appreciate talking to Chuck, if we look at these next 19, right? 1 a day, 3 against the Marlins, 3 against the Red Sox, 3 against the Tigers. I'll even shorten it a little bit because 19 also includes at Dodgers and at Padres and a little bit of at Cardinals, I think. I didn't do the exact math. But these next couple of series, I mean, you've got Skeens tomorrow or on Tuesday in Miami. Dude's got to bounce back. He has not been any shade of himself at all. And we know that. It's got people... Never mind. Marlins, Red Sox, Tigers. Of those 9, 7-2. And if you win today and go 7-2 in your next 9, that puts you back above 500 and gives you a fighting chance. That's what's a shame about losing on Friday. Losing 3 out of 4 Milwaukee sucked, and the back half of the Cardinal or the Diamondbacks and Red series were not great, and you are where you are. But Mets, Marlins, Red Sox, Tigers, with Red Sox and Tigers both being at home, that should be winnable baseball. Now, granted, the Red Sox have completely turned the tide on their season, 12 games above 500, and that's going to be tough. But between the Marlins and the Tigers, sweep both those teams. Let's go to Bobby the Legend. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, following up with a legendary caller like Chuck. Speaking of legends, this week, your pap would agree to this, probably one of the top 10 talk show hosts. Billy DeFabio, we lost this week.
Bobby, I knew Bill. He was the PA announcer for the Wild Things for a very long time, and I did my internship in Washington in 2019. And I did. I admittedly, I did put off telling him who I was for as long as I could because I knew the minute that he found out I was Bill's grandson, he would talk my ear off. But he told me an unbelievable amount of great stories from back in the day and how, stories with my grandpap. And he really was a good man. And, just was sick for a really long time and held out and obviously succumbed to it. So, thoughts and prayers to his family. But Bill DeFabio, I mean, you said it. Talk show hosts in this town, radio talk in this town for a really long time. His name's at the top of the list.
I did some work with him down at WKKX in Wheeling.
No way. The Watchdog.
I was on I did prognostication for him for Steelers, Cleveland, West Virginia, all college football, pro football, and a lot of good stories, man. I had a lot, I thought while he was sick, I was at least talking to him once a week. man, he had some unbelievable stories.
He did.
And condolences go out to the family. I appreciate it, Jack.
No problem, Bobby. Yeah, R.I.P. Bill DeFabio. Again, a guy I got to know pretty well in the summer of 2019 in Washington. All right, thanks to you guys for calling, texting, watching, and listening. It is FanDuel's More Ways to Win with Pony coming up next. Sean Myers, thank you, sir. We both work here.
You're a wonderful man, Jack.
You're
God
a wonderful
bless.
man, too. I will see you next week.
That's right.
Okay. I know that a lot of, and I did allude to it about a month ago, that my role and full-time job was changing, and there has not been an official announcement as to what I am doing next.
Building the suspense.
Well, not by design. I thought the official announcement would come sooner, but, where I'm going at the tippy top in the corporate office, they wanted to make sure T's were crossed and I's were dotted. If you're interested, I would keep my eyes peeled on social media on Tuesday. Very excited, very fired up. Life is changing for the better, for the better of myself, for the better of, I think, people that consume sports in this town. I'm really, really excited for you guys to finally see what's next for us and my young journey. So keep your eyes peeled. Thanks again for calling, texting, watching, and listening. FanDuel's More Ways to Win with Pony comes up next. Pirates and Mets at 1:35. Jack Hillgrove saying, see ya.
Your hometown building partner since 1956, 84 Lumber. Visit 84lumber.com.
Why wait weeks or even months to service your vehicle? Introducing Car Care Express at Mike Hamlin Hyundai in Greensburg. Servicing almost every make and model. No appointment necessary. Come in today. Is your check engine light on? Come in today. Oil changes, brake and tire service, filters, fans, belts, fluids, you name it. Our technicians are ready to service your vehicle today. Plus, new Hyundai owners receive complimentary maintenance. No appointment necessary. No phone call needed. Service your vehicle today with Car Care Express at Mike Hamlin Hyundai in Greensburg.
Hey, it's Pony for Xfinity. What if you had the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years guaranteed? Well, thanks to Xfinity, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. Now through August 24th, get their best price on gig Wi-Fi this summer before it disappears. Just $50 a month for 5 years. And get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. You're guaranteed 5 years of super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats and finds and fixes issues before you even notice them. No annual contracts or commitments, no hidden fees, and the best equipment included. Plus, get Peacock Premium included for 2 years. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds vary. Use of fiber, coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
Steelers training camp is back in Latrobe, and it's time to reach for the great taste of Miller Lite. Stop by Greater Latrobe Beverage, Depot Street, and look for special training camp displays featuring Miller Lite 30-pack cans, along with all of your other favorite Miller Lite packages all season long. Miller Lite is an official beer partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Let me tell you about the Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite. It's bright, it's bubbly, it's back.
The Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich, it's so rich, and you can choose between the original or the spicy filet.
Ooh, boy.
And then you got those pickled jalapenos tucked right under the filet, and then just to top it all off, you've got a little honey drizzle right on top.
Okay, now I'm a pimento fan.
And I'm feeling the dragon fruit.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Pony and Muller here. Mike and Mike's Beer Bar is a big fan of us. In fact, he gave us our own beer. Okay, well, kind of. Each month, Mike picks a local beer that we call the Fan Beer of the Month. The August Fan Beer of the Month is Cinderland Beer Company's Sinkhole, a New England-style IPA. And the charity sales benefit Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the Laurel region, a youth mentoring agency.
And if you don't like the Fan Beer of the Month, Mike has 4 other beers on tap that you can select, and he will make a donation to the charity. Check out the Fan Beer of the Month at Mike's Beer Bar.
Meet me at Mike's.
93.7 The Fan Morning Show with Doran Dickerson and Adam Crowley.
I went to the Pony League World Series 2 years ago. It's great baseball.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to see that.
We'll go.
Fine.
We'll tailgate it.
Yeah.
At beautiful Wild Things Park. That's where it's at? Mm-hmm.
No.
No, it's not.
Have you actually been there then? If you've just been there 2 years ago, how would you not know what field it's on?
I don't know if he knows now.
I didn't go.
There it is.
The Fan Morning Show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Get the latest on Pittsburgh sports from anywhere with the Odyssey app. Listen to shows and Pirate Games live. Check out our exclusive interviews and content anytime. Download the Odyssey app now and never miss a minute. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. HD1 Pittsburgh, an Odyssey sports station.